That for the stream to start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special BCP Plus Royal Rumble predictions panel episode. Guys, we are stoked here with our all-star panel. We've been excited for this one all week. It is Royal Rumble time. We start the road to WrestleMania in Indianapolis. Stoked right now. But guys, first I got to introduce our all-star supersized panel here today. Guys, please welcome here. Let's welcome her back from the popbreak.com, the host of the Socially Distanced podcast, an A+ player here on BCP Plus, our good friend, Miss Amanda Rivas. Amanda, how you feeling?
I'm just super excited to be here. It's always fun getting together with you guys to talk wrestling and to talk one of my favorite events, period, of wrestling, the Rumble. So thank you for having me again. Just super excited. I'm like ready to dive right in. I'm here. I've been waiting for this all week.
Yeah, I have.
And Bill
too.
and I have been on the tour. We've been on the tour this week, and this is the stop that we're excited. We're hype for this because it's been all week.
We've been doing homework, excited. Dude. Homework.
And this is OG's, the Rumble episode. OGs and A+ players here. So this is a really good episode, guys. Share the stream. Let us know in the chat who you got. And please welcome back to the show a BCP OG, back to the days of interviewing old Jake the Snake and my living room table. Our good buddy, the anti-smart, Mr. Matt Wittes, maker of brisket. What's up, man? How are you, bro?
How you doing? Getting caffeinated, motivated?
I thought it was going to be the Ric Flair. I was waiting for the woo.
No,
the Woo energy
they
drink
didn't last much longer after that taste test. Let me tell you,
we did a taste test. It never aired. We was not favorable. No disrespect, but we will not be.
We pride ourselves on positivity here on BCP Plus, and that was not going to happen with that taste test. But
yes, exactly.
Here it is, time for Royal Rumble, as I call it, Pro Wrestling Christmas, because you never know if you're going to get a brand new N64 or if it's going to be Primo Cologne coming down that entrance ramp.
Yes,
but either way, you got a lot of surprises, and you never know what's coming next. So I'm ready for it.
Or it's just Primo Cologne. The name of it should be Cologne.
I was literally going to make that, and I'm wearing
all
the
Primo.
Beat
Pro
me
Wrestling
too.
Royalty. Just for reference.
You guys, we are in rare form tonight, and I am here for it. Guys, please welcome back to the show. You know him as an A+ player. I was talking to some of you guys earlier this week, and we're all like, we need to be better interviewers. We need to step up our game because this guy is not only having so much swagger in every interview, but so well-spoken, so intelligent. Our good friend from the No Gimmicks podcast, Mr. Kelvin Kately. We are not worthy. Kelvin, killing it, bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. And prepare yourselves for heartbreak this weekend, people, because if you have a pick, this is like Game of Thrones. Don't get attached. Bad things are happening.
Whoa, Game of Thrones, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about incest. I was like, whoa. That's
no. Well, no.
Well, no, Vince is gone now, so there's don't.
Thank you. Good night. No, but real quick, guys, shameless promo. Kelvin, his interview with the Hardys. Let me just say something. Check it out. Shameless promo, BCP Plus, all that stuff. BCP-plus.com. Dude, you could tell that they enjoyed sitting down with you. It was so chill. It was so well-paced. You could tell my indication of a good interview is when you rap and they kind of keep going. And then you end with Matt Hardy and Jeff rapping Public Enemy. So, Kelvin, thank you for that, dude. That was just amazing. You guys check it out. Shameless promo.
Thank you, man. That was an absolute blast. Shout out to the Hardys. Great guys. Meet your heroes. Interview them.
Yes, that's right. I love it. And great job, Kelvin. And guys, please welcome back from our very first Royal Rumble episode ever on the Bob Culture podcast. Well, you know him as the editor-in-chief, lay editor-in-chief of the popbreak.com, #DadInstincts. BCP OG, Mr. Bill Bakken. What's up, bro? How are you, sir? Welcome.
What year was that, by the way?
It's a good question. I should know this.
Are we? Because I was going to say, I think
17?
we're coming up on 10 years almost, close to 10 years. I have to agree with words on numbers. But I wanted to take, I'm going to dedicate my time because I have something very serious I'd like to speak about. I was speaking to someone in that same conversation Rob was talking about with Kelvin. And I feel like there's someone we need to put over. I think it's WWE. It's Royal Rumble. I mean, I think we got to throw one up. I think we all have to throw one up. I reversed my camera, so this is really weird. We're going to throw one up for Rob. And I
Me?
say this because
I don't like. I get very
think-
awkward. But
Or
yeah.
you shut the fuck up. man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
so
sir.
it's this is the dad instincts takes over. I have to put it over because it's another year. You know, you look back on the 2023 and 2024 of BCP, covering so many WWE events, and of course, this one decides to wreck my chair as I'm trying to talk. So many great interviews covering the UFL. And Rob, I always thought I was the busiest man alive. You, sir, full-time job, running this site, working in the world of wrestling, having a full-time relationship, multiple moves, and let's face it, we'll keep the curtain closed. 2024, not the best year, right? And so I just want to say we all love you. We all thank you. You've helped foster a great community where it's BCP, DFPN, Pop Break, all of us together have just this one big great community. And a lot of this falls right on those very, very sunken shoulders of yours because you do so much. You're a great dude. And we all, everyone here and everyone in this chat, should acknowledge you for the tribal chief that you are, my
Yes.
friend. You are great.
Acknowledge him.
We love you.
Absolutely.
I just want to see. I'm trying to be positive in 2025. I'll be negative later, but I feel like you need to hear this.
And
Love the
I
setup.
appreciate that. And thank you guys. And I'll say this real quick, and I'll be very awkward. And I appreciate you guys saying that. For me, this is very cool that I think we all work all day or we have stuff going on in our personal lives. Whether it's work or financial or relationships or whatever it is, or loss or whatever. And I love that we could sit down for an hour or two, whatever it is, and like it just turn it off. You know what I mean? And just focus on that, man. And it's always been that way. Even when I was going through the hardest of times, Bill, you were there, Matt, you were there, and you just kind of turn it off. And you talk about wrestling, and that's what this is about, man. And I love that you all came together, and we're all over the United States. It's very, very cool. And also you guys in the chats becoming a part of this. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you for saying that, Bill. Real quick, shameless promo. I'm just going to pretend like no one complimented me. And I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Real quick, we'll get to the chat. I'm my hero. I meet him every day, Jeffrey. Thank you, Rob. Tyler does a great job in UFL. Vince the Voice in the chat. I'm going to play a 60-second clip real quick because he did a nice little intro. Bill has been captured.
I love it.
The most dangerous game of all.
I feel like I'm in like my fourth grade production of a nativity scene right now. Sorry.
She's channeling that wrestling energy. I'm ready for it.
Godkin Kenobi. That's a name I haven't heard in a long,
Yes.
long time.
I can play
The force
chess.
is strong with her. The force is strong with her.
So not the predictions you're
strong.
looking for.
Force is strong in that family. Oh, I love it. All right, real quick, we're going to take you guys to a 60-second clip of our guy, Vince the Voice, over at Home Depot. He did a nice little 2025 Royal Rumble Home Depot announcement over the loudspeaker, so I want to play that for you guys. So we'll play that real quick.
Attention Home Depot shoppers, Vince the Voice here. When it comes to a great deal with savings, are you looking for the right components because your high total is standing in your way like 29 other opponents? Then climb the ladder of savings and be a champion like the winner of Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens with a Home Depot credit card. Team up with Home Depot and feel like a tag team champion like DIY with up to $50 off. Snap into 6 months no interest like Bianca Belair and L.A. Knight. Yeah, snap into a Slim Jim and leave the Middletown Home Depot feeling fabulous, like the winner of this year's men's and women's Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. Signing off, Home Depot's hype man.
Vince the Voice.
Okay, that was
Sensation.
That was awesome.
He
That
does
was
this in the store every night, by the way, whether it's a Royal Rumble or Terminator or baseball reference. So check out Vince the Voice. I believe it's Middletown, Connecticut, Home Depot.
I was hoping it was Middletown, New Jersey. I'm like, let's go there.
We would all be there. And real quick, on a serious note, got to shout out our guy Wayne, works down Home Depot, I believe in South Jersey. Unfortunately, him and his family just had a fire at the house. I spoke to him recently. First of all, there is a GoFundMe. I'll share it in the chat. If you guys could share $1 or $2, I'll throw the link in the chat. Help Wayne out. I think pretty much everyone on this panel, as soon as it happened, we all threw something in. He shouted us all out. And which is awesome. We talked earlier about like this being a family and community, and it was awesome. I was like, hey guys, would you mind? Boom, done. And he's in a hotel right now. And unfortunately, to my understanding, I'm paraphrasing here, but the insurance, I think, will take care of the house, but it's going to take better part of a year. And I think the lodging is an issue right now. I don't know if, and I don't want to speak for him, but I don't know if they're taking care of the lodging. And I think he's good for a couple weeks, but we really need to get that GoFundMe going and help him out. So if everyone, I'll put it in the link or in the chat in just a few minutes, but if you could help out our friend Wayne Keener, if you search GoFundMe, Wayne Keener, help him out. He is a big part of the BCP family. And he just wants to, he's a dad. He provides for his family. He wants to fix everything. A lot of this is out of his hands right now. He's waiting for reports. He's waiting for insurance. And he wants a sense of normalcy for his girls. It was on their birthday, twin girls, big wrestling fans. So wrestling community, if you could reach out to, send some videos. If you're a wrestler, a superstar, that would be great. But if you guys could donate to the GoFundMe for Wayne, that's what we do here. That's our boy. We got each other's back. And Wayne, we love you, man. We got your back, brother. All right, so let's go in. It's always a weird segue. Let's go into our first match. I'm going to start with the Women's Royal Rumble match. There's so much to talk about. We're going to start with a new segment. I was going to call it Yeet or No Yeet, but I feel like those terms are both copyrighted. So I'm going to say, I don't know, Bill, help me think of a clever name later. But basically, we're going to decide, we're going to hold up signs for our audio listeners. I'll try to describe. We're going to hold up signs, essentially yes or no. I'm going to announce maybe 15 or so names that you think possibly may or may not be returning at these Rumbles, because these Rumbles are going to be stacked. There's so much possibility. This could be one of the greatest Royal Rumbles of all time. I know we say that every year, but it does feel that way. Even Bill's smiling. Come on, Bill. I saw you smile.
This year it feels more than ever.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it, Bill. So guys, we're gonna hold up our signs. Yeet, yeah, no yeet. In the chat, I would like to see yeet or no yeet or yeah or whatever you guys want to say. Do you think the name will return that I say? So let me pull up the chat real quick. Panelists, are you ready?
Yeet.
Indeed.
Nice. Indeed. I love it. Very good. I'll get to the comments. A lot of love for Wayne in the comments. I'll get there in just a second. And let me grab that GoFundMe before I forget. GoFundMe Wayne Keener. We'll get that in the chat as well. All right. So first up, you guys can hold up your signs. We'll start with the Women's Royal Rumble. We'll get into our winners in a minute. I'm going to go. This one was heavily alluded to earlier this week. Yeet or no yeet? AJ Lee, does she return at the 2025 Royal Rumble match?
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Bill has done it. Bill has done it. Yes. I hate myself for not thinking of it. Let's go.
Oh my God, that is great.
So from Kelvin, we have a no yeet. From Matt, we get a nuh-uh. From Amanda, we get a hell no. And Bill very cleverly has a sign of no way, Jose, which just made my whole entire night.
Oh, that is great.
I told you it was dumb, Amanda. I was just like, I got to do it.
That's that's it. That's we're done podcasting. That's all. That's all.
You can't top that, Bill. A strong. The link for Wayne and his family, real quick. Just switching gears.
Yeah.
Should be in the chat. I'll post it in the Facebook chat separately. It doesn't seem to be going in. I'll get that in 1 second. Now everyone's pretty strongly feeling no yeet. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say the time is now. Why not? One more. Yeah, I mean, obviously it does feel like a misdirect. I do agree with you guys there, but I think why not? There's so much possibility, and we talk about the positivity. I'm going to go yeet. I'm going to spice things up a little. I'm going to go yeet for AJ. Can around the ring.
Let me throw.
Please do, because I'm going to put the link.
Let me talk to you. And I did that.
Yeah.
If she does show up, it won't be at the Rumble. It'll be later down the road, because if they get Brandy involved, maybe she should. And I think that's more impactful than her coming in the Rumble.
All right, fair point. And again, you know what I'm going to do? I already know. I'm like going to be overexcited. I'm going to say yes to everything, and everyone's coming back, and Rey Mysterio is going to come in twice, and it's going to be like a whole thing. But yeah, all right. Let's go to our next one.
Twice?
I know.
Because
He's
it's Rob.
the
He
best.
loves Ray.
He's the best. He's the best. He's going to win it again. All right. Women's Rumble. Do we see yeet or no yeet in the chat? Wow. Jeffrey saying AJ Lee is done. And perhaps so. Jordan Grace. Yeet or no yeet? What do we have here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Bill coming in strong. We got a yeet from Kelvin. We got Matt. What did you have? Indeed. And then we have Brian Danielson with the yes from Bill, stepping up the game, dude.
Nipples included.
Yes, everything there. Yes, everything there. Man, I'm not trying to be like that guy that goes like, I'm gonna go
Rob,
no eat on this one.
Rob, I'm gonna stop you.
Please.
People have pretty much confirmed.
Yes.
Reporters have
Yeah,
confirmed.
it's pretty much
Yeah.
confirmed at this point.
That she
confirmed.
signed or that she'll be in the match?
That
She's gonna be in
Yes,
the match.
and yes.
She's
That should
signed
be in
it,
the
yes.
match. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I think she's going to come in with a strong storyline. I think because it was such a big thing last year, I think in fact, let's say it now. Masha Slamovich, yeet or no yeet? Masha Slamovich. Indeed, from Amanda. Yeet from Kelvin. From Matt. I'll agree with you guys. What would this be the third year in a row with the TNA Knockouts champion? If she came in,
Yes.
would be the third year with
Yes.
Mickey, Jordan. So I'll say that. And I think for that reason, I think Jordan's just going to be more heavily involved in some sort of storyline because a lot of this is where I struggle with a lot of these returns. Like there's someone very particularly in the men's Rumble that I feel might come in stronger with a storyline. Bill might know where I'm going with this than a Rumble appearance.
Omas. Yeah.
Yes.
My
yes.
my personal friend, Dr. Omas. Yeah,
Omas,
yeah,
yes. No disrespect. No. So we got Yeats in the chat from Masha. Let's go down the list. Stephanie, a lot of strong NXT, I think, arrivals here. Stephanie Vaquer. Indeed. I'm going to go Yeet. Are we unanimous? Kelvin's thinking.
No.
Kelvin's thinking. Going against the grain? No Yeet from
Oh.
Kelvin. All right.
I
No
could see
yeet.
that.
Going against the grain.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Tyler in the chat saying yeet for Masha, women's knockouts champion. All right. I think all the top because NXT arguably the best women's division right now. I think a lot of those top names, including Zarya. I'm gonna say yeet. What do you guys got? We got a No Way Jose. Hell no. Man,
No way.
nuh-uh. Kelvin, no yeet. I'm alone again.
She's not
Well-
well known enough.
No.
I don't think they haven't established her yet enough
Okay.
to be like, oh,
Right.
because I think
Right.
if she came out, people would be like, who?
Who is this?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
in a year from now, different story.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I think all like the top NXT talent are gonna be in there, like the top 5, 6. I'll say, and that's a lot. I know that's a lot. Speaking of which, what do you guys think about this one? Let's go. Because she was in last year, Roxanne Perez.
Hold on.
Yeah, I thought Amanda would say yep for
Yes.
Bill. Yeet it up. All right,
This-
we agree.
This is your time. I feel like the
JVD.
Rumble. Oh, I feel like your Rumble. The Rumble is the time to really draw eyes on your product. So you're gonna put your top people out there. You're gonna put your more
Yeah.
well-known people out there. So
I
that way
agree.
people are like, oh, now I could go check out NXT. Now TNA, okay, let's see. So
You got to find it on TV, but yeah.
what's up at a time?
Agree.
What's up at a time, Bill?
The chat's
know,
great,
right?
by the way. You guys are awesome. No yeet for Steph. I see yeet and yes, please. No yeet for Zarya. Yeet Roxy. And then JVD Front Row Mafia in the chat saying send Vicious. Let's do it. Send Vicious. That'd be great.
I like it.
I am
Yes.
here for that and appreciate your guys' support. Tyler's coming in with a comment. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's go down the list. Let's keep going. Let's go with Julia, the NXT Women's Champion. Yeet. Looking like might be unanimous. Yeets all around. Love it. All right, you guys are killing it. And if you guys do feel the need to elaborate, please just jump in. What up, Bubba John? Welcome in, bro. We're yeeting or no yeeting. Let us know if you think Cora Jade will be in the Rumble. No way, Jose. We got an Indeed. This one's tough. We're all thinking yeet from Kelvin. I'm gonna.
If you
I
have
think
Masha, if you have
Yep.
Masha, you gotta have. You
Yeah.
gotta-
That's why, but that's so okay. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this
maybe.
because I think she's going to be there, but she won't be in the match. I think she helps take Masha out. She won't be. In the, I don't think she put in the match because again, Cora Jade for me is like she's not there yet because remember she's been gone so many times due to injury, and I just feel like there's a lot of other women in there that are going to make a
I
return.
mean, that's a good point. It's a good point, Bill. But at the same time, there's not a lot of depth in the
Right.
women's roster.
Well, you'll
and
find out on the pop break on Friday what I think of the depth of the women's division.
oh gosh,
Mm.
we are.
I'm
You
here
know, we
for
have
it.
not seen each other's. We have not seen each other's
Nope.
predictions. Actually,
Blind predictions. Yep.
Blind predictions. So,
Okay.
but
my
there's not a lot of depth though. That's why I'm like, I could see her. I don't see her being in there for a long time, but I can definitely see her involved. Just
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Kelvin took the words out of my mouth. I really think there's going to be because again, thing you like about the Rumbles, the surprises, but like the interactions as well, you know. And I'm really thinking big interactions. I have a lot of notes here today. Real quick, I'm going to say Yeet ahead of the gate. Don't let me sway you guys. Sol Ruka. I think just for the sake of seeing that finish in the Rumble, which is one of the best finishers I've ever seen. We got a No Way Jose. We got a Hell No. I'm going to say Yeet. No, Yeet. I think you're this Yarp. A Yarp.
Yarp.
Where did that come? A Yarp.
I
Thank you,
haven't
man.
seen that since the Sunday paper. That is awesome. Thank you.
I haven't seen that
Yeah.
since Hot Fuzz, man.
All right. Well, Jeffrey Found saying, color me intrigued. JVD, yeah, I have all of these ladies listed, so we'll do rapid fire real quick. Lita, Yeet or no Yeet? I'm gonna go no. I'm upside down. No Yeet, indeed. Narp, indeed. Amanda, maybe. I think there's a strong chance. This was a hard one. How about Trish? I think they're all at WrestleCon too. Not that changes.
Oh,
anything.
wait,
You got a yes,
wait.
yes, indeed.
I'm changing.
Yarp, wait, Calvin, maybe.
I'm gonna change it.
You changing? And I don't know why I'm going Trish, but not Lita. Right? I don't know, but I'm feeling like Trish is going to show up.
ready to go back and get in there.
Yeah.
She's been talking about it. Or
Perhaps,
she's been talking about it.
Yeah, she
There you
she
go.
is, but again,
And no disrespect.
I'm just going with the lack of depth.
Are you going with?
And
I
the
thought you were
rest.
saying. I'm just going with the vibes.
Yes.
It's like all right.
I'm like, well, they're besties. They should
Uh,
go in there together.
That's true. That's true.
should
Can't have
turn
one
on
without
each
the
other.
other for sure. How about? Do you guys think Mickey James is coming back again, or she? I'm going to put no Yeet. For
She's got a
Mickey.
show to host.
You got a
baby.
yes. I'm alone. Definitely coming back because she did the retirement thing, but she got injured. That's what
But
happened.
she's
right? So
also
kinda-
doing that LFG show
Yes.
right now.
Yes,
Oh, you're so right. Can I change my? I can't change my answer. Right? You're right.
it's your
Calvin, you're right.
it's your show.
Can't
Rob.
change my
It's your
answer.
show. You can. You change your answer.
I'll. You know what?
You know, we're not sticklers. here, man.
I try to be a man of conviction. I try to be a man of
Just don't
conviction.
be a
So
man
I,
who's
I won't.
convicted,
I won't.
as Matt would say.
There's Matt.
I try, man. I try. We have in the chat, Tyler, no Yeet for Lita, Yeet for Trish. Yeah, I don't know why we all did that for some reason.
Smart.
Yeah, this segment should be a speed round, Yeet or no Yeet. Yeah, I think copyright issues, Bubba, but same brain. How about Victoria? Not Vicious Vicky, but Victoria, aka Tara. I'm going. She ain't the lady to mess with. Narp. I'm going. Yes. Amanda's with me.
I'm with you.
Everyone else, me and Amanda thinking yes. I think for sure.
Huge
I'm
fan,
feeling.
but
I'm
I
feeling,
wouldn't
I,
mind
I'm,
it.
I'm feeling
I
strong.
wouldn't mind it.
I
Um,
feel like
see
it's
it.
happened.
I'll see it.
It's
we'll do it
happened a few
separately.
times, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll move past it.
Nikki Bella.
Ironically, yes.
I got to eat. Yeah. Nuh-uh from Matt. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm thinking just because of that Netflix appearance.
Yeah.
That's what's making me
Yeah.
think. How about Brie Bella?
Oh.
Brie Bella.
I think Brie Bella.
Hell
Brie Bella.
no.
The last time you see her in the ring is when she hugged Brian Danielson
Yep.
goodbye. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think she's like done.
Yeah. No, in the chat, no Yeet for Victoria. I think this is my last one. So if you guys have any other after me, real quick, does Jade Cargill come back here? Is this the time? We really don't know what's going on. A main bill with both. I don't know how to read that. I'm going Yeet. Yeet. Big Yeet for Nikki in the chat. Jade Cargill in the chat, guys. I know. It's a
So
little
I
Yeet. Yeah.
So I think like I just redid. I'm going to redo the gimmick here. Maybe it's not Cora Jade. I don't see Bianca Jade coming back because it's like she was injured. And what they're gonna do is be like, who injured Jade Cargill? And she's gonna think it was
Who shot Mr.
she's
Burns?
gonna pull Naomi and or Bianca out of the match. That's how that's gonna happen. She's gonna jump out of the crowd and pull them out. That's what's gonna happen. Not the Masha thing. Maybe that's afterwards or something like that. But like Jade for that, because I think they're gonna give the Diesel spot they gave to Jade last year to Jordan Grace. Like Jordan's gonna
and
toss.
Jade was my
She's
pick
gonna
to win
toss
it.
everybody now she's signed.
Yeah.
She'll toss to people. Everyone's like, Triple H likes a muscly gal, so he's just like, throw everyone out. And so he's like, all right, cool. He does that. She does that, and then but Jade's gonna be more of a, like you said, Rob, more of a storyline angle.
Yeah, and she was my pick to win last year. I thought she was going to be number 30 and come in. I felt very strongly
close.
that Jade was going to win last year. Had a great moment between her and Bianca. I still want to see that match. Maybe we will because of the reasons you listed, Bill. Maybe Jade just comes into the match not as an official participant, or maybe we got the Who Shot Mr. Burns of it all playing out on TV and not at the Rumble. So this is interesting, but these are the things we like going into it, all these ingredients. I'm very, very excited. Real quick before we pick our winners, guys, and thank you for humoring me with that. I think that was a lot of fun. Bill, nothing's topping that. No way. Jose signed, by the way.
And
Um,
listen,
That was
I-
amazing.
last
Amazing.
4 or 5
Do you guys have any other surprise?
uh,
Do you guys
for the
have any
women's or
surprise
what?
For the
possibilities?
women's?
yeah,
Yeah.
For the women's, yes.
What do you guys think about Gail Kim?
fuck. I should have thought of that. Should have thought of
I
that
mean,
I'd love that.
I-
When's the last time she wrestled?
2 years ago. Two
Yeah.
or no.
because I mean, she
Yeah.
talked
Tessa
about doing something with
Blanchard.
Mickey. Yeah, it was Tessa. She wrestled Tessa last time. That was what, 2019?
I'll say,
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
it, man.
I'll say I'll go with the odds. I'll say no. That would be cool though. I would pop for that.
Yeah,
I'm not
Ooh,
ruling that one
a
out.
good one
I'm
in
not
the
ruling
chat.
it out.
yeah. Because
Not
if you're
ruled
gonna
out.
if you're gonna put
Not rolling.
if you're trying to get more eyes on TNA and help them out as your partner, Gail Kim, she's
Yeah.
synonymous with the brand. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I actually was predicting her coming in as well. Again, not for a very long time. I think she and Mickey will have something fun. That's why I picked them too, and that they have their moment.
Ooh. Tara.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Tara
that'd
too.
be
Like I think
cool.
you're gonna have a fun, nostalgic moment because and then that's gonna make people go back and say, oh hey, they were on TNA. What's going on over there, as well. So
Good one. Good one, Amanda. Real quick in the chat, and shame on me for not bringing this up. Alexa.
I was on the fence about this one.
yeah,
I don't know. 'Cause
No
they're
yeet.
real-
Is it the
no,
they're-
he-
They're
No
really
yeet.
working it. So yeah.
if she comes
Is,
back,
is-
if she comes back, it's gonna be on a Raw. Because
Yeah.
right now she and Kelvin, you know this too. She's just came out doing voice acting for
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days, and that's a big.
Yes,
That's
right,
been
yeah.
heavily marketed, with her being in it. Just like Big E is being marketed right now for Spider-Man. So I think like Netflix may want to reserve her coming
Reserve
in.
the rights to
Reserve the rights to her.
I got one.
Maybe she comes back
Is
with
it
the Wyatts
mine?
in
It
some
might be
form or
mine.
fashion. So not a
Oh well, why
Go
don't you
ahead.
do it then? No, you
Let's
do it.
Mine is Becky Lynch.
Well, yeah, it was. I was.
and shame on me. I'll say yes. I'll say yes for Becky.
I'll-
She showed up in the Netflix commercial. So yeet.
But the question is, it begs the question of who the winner is. I have one NXT name that didn't come in. I think is almost a lock.
Please.
Lash Legend. I think she's going to be in. She's
Mm.
she's come a long
Yeah.
way, and she's
Yeah.
been on TV.
Yes.
And I think she's got the height. So if you're going to do Jordan, Raquel, Piper, Niven, of course she could scare the shit out of Chelsea Green, who of course will steal the whole show, like she did last year. I think she'd be a really good. She'd be a really good addition.
I love that, Bill. And to piggyback on that, was it Jakara Jackson? Is it who's the
Yeah.
partner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, do they throw her in
So-
too? And I was like, they're probably just.
I
picking
say if you
one.
do one, do both. Because I'll say this: that match on NXT, I think it was the
Banger.
main
Yeah.
on NXT.
Change some minds.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, they went for
Yeah.
it, and I want to say this: like you could, like Bill said, you could see because they were pushing them a little earlier, and you could see kind of the holes in their game. And this one, like miles ahead. Like they're almost there, and they were going for it, like everything. Like
Yeah.
Lash was killing it, or I thought her partner was killing it. Bianca's doing it's too easy for Bianca. Bianca did that whole match. What they're all like gasping for air. Bianca's like hardly like sucking wind at all. Like she is just like it is amazing how athletic she is. That match was so
Yeah.
good. I mean, it was one of those things where I'm like, heavily critiquing it because it was just that good. So check that out on NXT. That match was amazing. But I'm gonna say yes, yeet to both of them, Bill. Great point.
Any thoughts on Asuka
Ooh,
coming
that's a
back?
good one.
That's another
Injured?
one. She is, but I think that there's not a whole lot out there. Like I don't know if she's injured, but not. It's been quiet.
I feel like
I'm
got
gonna give
cleared.
that
I,
one
like,
a
I thought
yeet.
she got cleared.
You know what?
I think she's a strong possibility.
Yeah, yeet.
I'll
know what?
eat it.
I'm
I'll
in.
eat it. I'm just gonna start saying yes to everything.
Yes,
This is
and
like
it's
super
improv.
fantasy fun booking, and it's just gonna be yes. That's it. All right, let's go to our winners. And if you guys let us know in the chat if we have any glaring holes in our surprises. You guys did great. Bill, we'll start with you. Any theory? I am so lost. And real quick,
sure.
the competitors are, I'll read it very quickly. Bailey, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Lyra, Valkyria, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Io Sky. Bill, do you think it's one of those names? Do you think it's somebody else? I have no clue.
It's Charlotte Flair. I think it's a slam dunk. And that's why when thanks, Amanda. Kelvin, when you like our pick for Becky Lynch, I was like, God damn it, but you can't have, do we have to do this again? And it's just like, but it's like, you have Becky come back to get eliminated. What's Becky's end game here? So I was like, maybe not. So I'm a little on the fence, but I think Charlotte, you're not bringing Charlotte Flair back to have her lose, because guess what Charlotte Flair doesn't do? Lose.
Yeah.
And I think she's gonna win, and then she's going after my girl Tiffy, and she's gonna beat her at Mania, because you know what else Charlotte Flair doesn't do at WrestleMania? Lose. And I love Tiffany Stratton, man. I was on that train early, but yeah, and I think that could be a really good match. But I think Charlotte comes in, she cashes in on Stratton. I don't want her to cash on Rhea, because that we've seen that.
We've seen it.
Oof.
Yeah.
And Tiffany and her, I think, will be entertaining as hell.
Well, I also think that's why Becky Lynch. I don't think Becky Lynch is going to come in the Rumble, because you have Charlotte Flair coming in. It's going to take too much thunder. They're going to take too much thunder away from each other. So I could see Becky Lynch coming back on Raw the next night versus, versus, and then if the crowd is upset with Charlotte winning,
which they will be.
Yes, they will be. This is one where
I'm
like,
gonna boo it.
Yeah, I'm
Mike
like,
Mueller
she's
shout out to Mike Mueller in the chat. Probably.
She's gonna get the she's gonna get that Roman Reigns boo from 2014. I think is what's gonna happen.
That hurts you personally, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. It still hurts. But I think she's gonna get that boo. Becky Lynch is gonna come back at Raw to make the crowd happy again. Little salve on the wound.
So were the vignettes? I didn't really see the vignettes. I think I caught parts of them. Were they very heel? Like I know she was like on a yacht and stuff. Were they heelish? Were they better than you?
It's Charlotte Flair. She's a heel no matter what. I think.
Okay, yeah, it's better as a heel.
It just gave me a vibe like her dad. Just like you never like, just very
pretty
opulent.
much. Yeah,
that's what I had heard.
They basically packaged like a Ric Flair style promo, which he's either way they're all the same whether he's face or heel, and then she got the same treatment.
I'd love to see Matt Widdus in a Ric Flair style vignette. I think that'd be amazing. With that
he may or may not have a Ric Flair robe.
With that beard,
he may or may not have a robe.
He has a robe, you know.
That's it. Matt, I'll throw it to you only because Bill and Amanda definitely. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Bill and Amanda definitely Charlotte Flair. Oh, we're doing it. Let's go. This is the Royal Rumble show. We're pulling out all this stuff. Yeah, bro, you have to wear that every episode.
How does this never been on an episode before?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, dude, and it suits you too. Woo! Let's go.
And that's my prediction as well. Is we're gonna be hearing a lot of woo.
I was gonna say
over the next couple of months. It's
that's it. So Charlotte comes back and wins, Matt.
Yeah, Charlotte comes back, she wins. We see where they take it from there. It's like she's got people are like, oh, well, it's always Charlotte. It's always Charlotte. Yeah, except when she's not around for a year and a half.
Yeah,
so
it's a long time.
So she comes back, and when do you have a Charlotte Flair and not put her at least near the top of the card? If you're a promoter, anywhere, anytime, any era. So
perhaps Tiffy time.
I know why Matt has. Now I've seen that robe. Now I know why Matt has so many kids.
So, oh boy. So in the chat, Michael Clear, Front Row Mafia. Indeed, shout out Cleary and Front Row Mafia in the comments. Oh, this is a good one. I knew it would be saying Charlotte Flair entering number 1, Becky Lynch number 2. I love that. I love that stuff like that.
Yes,
I am tired of the number ones going all the, and I don't want to be like Mr. Negative.
I mean, you're definitely taking a
I don't want to see them the number 1 or 2 running.
If they're
plus they do that on the indies a lot, which I don't. Which is kind of
if they are number 1 and number 2, I want to see blood. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That I do, but I do want to see them come out as number 1 and 2 just for that moment. I do love that, Clear. I do love that. I just don't want to see someone like run the gamut this year, because if it just happens so much, I feel like it loses.
It's kind of like the whole, did he go over? Well, he's hiding. They're hiding under the ring, and they'll pop back in at the last second. Like that's also played out the hell, I think. Yeah.
If they were to do the Charlotte Becky 1 and 2, Charlotte finally eliminates Becky at some point during the match. Long-term storytelling. Bailey has always had Charlotte's number. She dumps her out right after.
True.
Oh, come on, don't.
Cleary had Bailey as number.
True.
Love it. Bailey is number 3. Yeah, he just said it again in the chat. Love it. Same brain, Matt. Good job.
Have Chelsea Green at number 4 come out.
Yes.
And do the Mercedes Moné dance. It'd be great.
Yes.
I die laughing. It'd be amazing.
Jeffrey T. Fountain in the chat. Charlotte has been replaced by Tiffy. Haven't missed Charlotte at all. Wow, strong words.
So strong
Tiffy has
statement.
replaced Charlotte. Tyler in the chat. Flair comes back, doesn't win. I'm going with Io in a surprise pick. Flair versus Tiff happens at Mania anyway. Flair doesn't need a Rumble win for that. Fair enough. Flair does not, and I think that's a fair point at the end. She does not need the Rumble win, but I think that match takes place. Cleary saying picture it like an Undertaker Triple H moment. Yeah, I love that, Cleary, what you said about Becky and Charlotte coming in 1 and 2. Yeah. I don't want to see anyone run the gamut again, but I think that's great. Kelvin, I'll throw it to you, man. We have Charlotte Flairs all around. I don't know where I'm going. I'll probably give into peer pressure, which I never do. But Kelvin, who do you got?
So before I make my prediction,
please,
those vignettes for Charlotte, have they been on SmackDown mostly or Raw?
Ooh, good point. Bo?
I think it was.
I saw them on the internet.
Yeah, I saw them on the internet. That was my. I think
I want to say it's SmackDown.
Yeah,
because I don't think we've seen any. I don't think I correct me if I'm wrong. We've seen Becky more Netflix,
right,
and not Charlotte.
I haven't seen any vignettes. I think in the past couple of Raws, like at least for Charlotte, they're not.
Okay.
I haven't seen them, but that's a great question though.
So my brain is saying we're gonna get Tiffy versus Charlotte anyway. Therefore, Charlotte doesn't need to win the Rumble. That's where my brain goes.
Okay, I got you.
And in that event, I would say Bianca Belair is gonna win the Royal Rumble, and it's gonna be Bianca versus Rhea at Mania.
See, I would love that. That's actually what I want to happen.
They always had good matches.
Yeah.
Well, to wit you, but would you rather see her win the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber? And I mean Bianca Belair. I think Bianca winning the Elimination Chamber, to me,
has more weight to it.
It fits her being like tough as nails. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love that.
That plays into my men's winner too. So
yeah.
So you're going Bianca, Kelvin?
I'm going Bianca. I'm going to.
I like that. I like that. I'll say this. So we were talking about the other night watching NXT. Bianca is arguably the best women's wrestler on the planet, has been for years. I think she was number 1 in the PWI a few times, at least once in recent memory. Is one of the best women's wrestlers out there, one of the best wrestlers out there, let's be honest. But I don't want to be like something needs to change, because she's literally perfect. But there's maybe something in the demeanor. We saw it with Naomi too, with that kind of fake smile that I always go back to. The whole Jade thing we talk about. I feel like there's something else at play here. I'm not saying like, you got to turn her heel, but something's going on with the tag team. They are the tag team champions. I thought they might lose on Tuesday. That match was so good. I'm like, I wonder if they do that and this causes more like friction. But there's something else going on there with Bianca. Has Bianca won the Rumble before?
No.
No, I think
I
she
don't
made
think
it
so.
to the top 2, right? Or last 2.
Yeah,
Wasn't she
she'll
in
be
the
in the
last
final
2?
4.
Yeah.
Man, I want that match with her and Rhea. I've said this for a year now. I want that Jade and her when they had that stare down at the Rumble and they went move for move with the military press and they were flexing on each other. So it's kind of that if she is the one to have attacked Jade or whatever's going on with that, maybe there's some sort of twist or wrinkle we're not seeing. So I'll go that way selfishly for Mania, and I'll go Charlotte Tiffy time. I'll go with Charlotte to win this, but I like your pick better, Kelvin. It's more interesting to me, and I want to see Bianca versus Rhea really badly. So let's go to the chat. Alexa Bliss will return it and win the Rumble, says Gina. All right, very interesting. I need heel Bianca and Montez in the chat. Very interesting.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Gotta
please.
make
Yes.
Please.
gotta make I mean they're prime for that, right?
Yes.
So Tyler checking in saying she did
Yeah.
win. She won the senior.
Oh,
so
that's
Bianca
right.
did win.
Oh yeah.
Bianca,
I
thank
try
you,
to push
Tyler. That's
I try to push the pandemic out of my head. So yeah.
No,
I
that's
forgot
what I
about
think. I'm
that.
thinking because I'm thinking she must have with the resume she has. She must have.
Yeah,
so thank you.
because is
Tyler.
that the year
Yeah.
she fought? Did she fight? Is that when she fought Mercedes that year? Is because she won the Rumble?
I think it was because
I
that was
thought so.
after COVID.
Yeah.
It was the
I
Mania
don't know.
after COVID. That's 37.
So it'd be
but
21.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Let's get away from the first Rumble. We'll talk about the men's Rumble in a little bit. We'll get back to our Yeet and No Yeet. This is great, guys. You guys are killing it. Only 4 matches, so we'll keep it moving along here. Very surprised to see this on the show. I'm sitting here going, please don't get cut. Please don't get cut. Please don't cut. And I don't think it will because there's only 4 as of now. And of course, we're talking about Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. We're getting our NXT guys versus the Legends, the Motor City Machine Guns, your favorite tag team, I believe the moniker is. Man, this is going to be some wrestling. This is going to be good. 2 out of 3 falls on top of that. Please give this time. Don't rush this. Don't give me the first fall or some fluke.
Rock's got a 30-minute promo. He's got to cut the guys. It's getting chopped. It's getting chopped. Dwayne's going to let me tell you about the history of the box office.
You're not going to cover SummerSlam.
I will say, I do think DIY is going to retain here just because I don't think it's just going to be those tag team ping pong. If you watch SmackDown every week, there's a huge focus on tag team wrestling every single week. It's all the tag teams really get a lot of shine. There's always tag team matches. The women get a lot of shine on SmackDown as well. It's been stellar, but to see DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns, not on the pre-show, in the Rumble, on the actual card, I'm very excited for this. 2 out of 3 falls. I think because they know where they are, they know their spot on this card, they're going to show out, especially when you have 2 battle royals, essentially. They are going to show out. I hope it gets time. I think this is a breakout moment. Like they're all established. We know this. To what level, to what fan base, the black and gold fans, the TNA fans, the smart wrestling fans, right? But on this main level, this is a big one for them. And I think DIY retains here. I've been very critical of the heel Johnny. I didn't like it when they went back to the heel thing, but it's working. In our interview with him, he had shameless promo. He had said, I like it when they move the goalpost on me. I like it when they don't expect this from me because I try to step up. And last time he did with The Way during COVID with a lot of humor and Gargano on a piano and the no-look high five and all that stuff. And that was cool to kind of confront him and talk to him about that very respectfully. And he's doing that again. So I'm very interested to see where the character goes, but the wrestling here is going to be stellar. I'm going to go DIY. Kelvin, what do you got on this, bro?
I'm pretty much going to copy and paste. I think DIY holds this, but I absolutely agree with you. The tag division on SmackDown is quickly becoming one of the best in the industry. They are putting some solid feuds together. I do think this leads to a feud with them and Pretty Deadly, like someone in the chat said. I think they're going to build, and this will be a match. I'm glad it's on this stage because it's going to have a lot of eyes. Motor City Machine Guns are our perfect tag team opponent to establish, hey, our tag team division is getting stronger. I do think this is going to be a pivotal moment in the tag team division based off of the spot they're in, the stage they're on, and the people in it. It's going to be a banger. Absolutely.
I love it, Kelvin. We're getting some yes boys in the chat. I think the Vicious one checked in saying that she should be in the Royal Rumble. Just kidding. Good night.
I thought it was the Vicious
so
one
shout out.
checked in to say, take out the recycling.
Actually, dude, I literally do need to do that. So thank you for that reminder. No joke.
I did it before the podcast. That's why.
No joke. You know the deal, bro. A little too accurate. A DIY wins in the chat. Pretty deadly, like you said. MCMG all day from Jeffrey T. Fountain in the chat. Guys, again, let us know who you got. Share the chat. Mr. Wittis, the anti-smark. Are we going with DIY or are we going MCMG?
We are going with hashtag DIY. Just echoing everybody's sentiments. Outside of maybe that time when we were going back and forth with the New Day and the Usos, I don't think I've seen tag teams spotlighted in this company like this in at least 10 years. And, that's one of the symptoms of the changes that's going on there. And DIY, they're Hunter's guys. They're guys that he found, that he spotlighted, and gave them a chance to show who they are, and brought them up from NXT where everybody got to know them. They kind of got lost. They're not lost anymore. He's bringing them back to basics, letting them do what they do, and I think he's going to go with that for a while now.
Yeah, very well said, man. And I think it's going to be a banger of a match. Amanda, what do you think on this one?
I'm going to copy and paste what everyone said, because everybody here made great points. And also throw my hat in for DIY as the winners, because one, again, to everyone's point, I agree that the tag team division in WWE has really improved. And I mean, look at the caliber of teams that you have, and they're finally given time to do something. I mean, there's still work to be done, but it's the rehab that's happened so far has been much, much needed, and I'm very, very happy for it. I feel like, to me, this is going to be my match of the night. I think we're going to see some great technical wrestling. I know that a lot of people, we'll talk about Cody and KO, and I think that's going to be outstanding on a different level. But I think if you're looking at pure wrestling content, like, this is going to be an absolute banger of a match. And again, y'all know me. I love looking at like the details and the story and the spots they pick. I'm here for it. It's going to be amazing. I think, of course, WWE is not going to want to play. They're going to hopefully stop with the tag team like hot potato that we've become sadly accustomed to. If you want to make this division credible, you need to keep it on your champions for a bit. I feel like this is just the start of the story between DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns. I could see them running this even up to Mania, because the Motor City Machine Guns have been incredible, coming in incredible, just as we knew they would. I've been a longtime fan of theirs, and they've come in. They made an impact right away, second night. It's like they won the tag titles like right off the bat, which was amazing, against the Bloodline. So I think you're going to see some variation of this happening at WrestleMania, maybe with a third team involved. Like, who knows? I mean, I wish, if the whole contract situation was better with Phoenix, that we would get something with WrestleMania with like those two teams, and then of course the Lucha Bros. But I don't. That's what I would love to see. But that's not going to happen anytime soon.
That would be
unless some miracle happens. That would be cool to see at Mania, but it's not. Yeah. But that's my fantasy booking. But I can see some variation of this match again happening at WrestleMania, and possibly with Motor City getting crowned at that time again.
Very well said. As always, Amanda, that's why you're an A+ player here. Bill, going against the grain, or what do we got?
I'm going against the grain of what everyone says about the tag team division, because I have these things where, no, it's good, sure, but I have worries here, as the five of us, are like, oh, what a banger, right? But this isn't 2018 NXT. This is 2025 TikTokable WWE fan base. And as I think we're going to love it, but I could see a lot of crickets, a lot of where are the famous people I came to see. I want to see these pops, and these are two teams that are not the Usos and the New Day. These are not brand name teams. Can they show out? Can they do it? We know that. But the person there who's literally just there to yeet, I don't think they care about this match. And that breaks my heart as someone who loves tag team wrestling. So I am hoping we don't kick crickets during this, because I could see that happening, because I could just see people be like, okay, I'm going to wait for that spot. Okay, when is the big thing going to happen? And everyone's on their phones. And I know that's very cynical of me to say, but I'm like, these are people that the black and gold fans love, and they're not as plentiful as all those people who packed up LA to see the first Netflix show. The extra 3 million people that have watched that first episode of Raw that has dropped. Like, there's reasons for all that, and I feel like it could be like an issue there with them. I think the match will be great, but I could see it being quiet. The other thing is, I don't think I'm going to go DIY as well, but I don't think those titles are long for their waists. I could easily see it being a key member of a bloodline type of story with the Usos and, say, Jacob and Tama at Mania.
Okay.
If you really believe in the tag team division, why not put it on the Usos? That's the pinnacle team. That's the Cadillac of WWE tag teams. Then everyone chases them.
But now you've got Jey Uso, though, and now Jimmy getting popular on their solo runs. So I mean,
right, but even if it's a short term, they win it at Mania, and then they make the next team, right? Who's that next team? Imagine Pretty Deadly beats the Usos. Holy shit, that puts them on a whole new level. And I think you have to do that if you're really going to take tag team wrestling. I feel like I just want to keep doing this for some reason.
You're raising the roof.
I don't know. I'm raising the roof. I'm Ultimo Guerrero for all those who know. And it's just like I just see it being a prop for them for this bloodline tag team match. And I think that's what's going to happen. I really hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong very badly about the reaction.
You have a point, though.
I just
Thank
worry
you for
about
the
it.
anxiety, Bill. I'm happy for it.
Listen.
I think
drinking for 3 years, and this what happens now.
I think you bring a great point, Bill. Like Kelvin said, the way I kind of worded it was like, I'm surprised that they're in this spot. Like, it's not no disrespect to them. I think it's gonna be great. I'm very excited about this, but for them to have this spot, I kind of thought of it more as like a proving ground. Like, they have this, they're gonna need like you said, those people that are kind of like, oh, okay, like this is my break, or like this is the tag match, this isn't the Heat, this isn't the Rumble. I'm thinking of this as like the opportunity to get those people's attention, and it's gonna have to be all in ring.
That's a longer time commitment. So
Fair
unless
point.
they're rapid fire, which I think would do a disservice. But
I hope it's not.
This would be the headlining match of a 2018 takeover, and it'd be the match of the year.
It could be great.
Absolutely.
My hopes are high. I will definitely have a report of the crowd for sure. And I'll say this real quick. Amanda had a great point. Not only Jay doing his thing, obviously becoming arguably one of the biggest stars in WWE right now, but Jimmy's really finding it now. Finally, Jimmy's really finding it, and I like that. So, a shout out to him as well.
But to Bill's point, though, his other comment on the other parts of the bloodline, I think, is a smart one. That's not a bad idea to put it back on Fatu and
I would be hesitant,
especially with Fatu
near the bloodline, because if you're trying to get the tag belts over, why are you just going to make it part of the background of whatever's going on with Roman Reigns and
I get what you're saying,
and wherever else you're going with that.
That's a good
because then the champs aren't talking to their rivals; they're standing around in the background while somebody else is talking to somebody else.
Yeah, they're all good points. We don't really know what's happened with that new bloodline. There was an injury, and then they kind of Solo wasn't there for a couple weeks. Roman's kind of disappeared after got the Ula Fala, so things are just kind of happening. Like, I like that Jacob's being kind of pushed forward finally, like arguably
Yes.
our most improved of the year. Obviously that went to Joe Henry, but Jacob Fatu was a close second, and he really didn't even have a match at that point, which is like speaks volumes if you really think about it. So that's very interesting to see what they'll do with the Bloodline. Also, last time the Bloodlines, when DIY did have it, they just came in and ran through DIY. So we kind of did that. But I like what you guys are saying. I think Fatu needs gold around the waist, and tag team gold would be awesome to see. So I could look at it both ways. And that's what's so exciting about the Rumble this year and everything going on. There's just so many ways to go. I do not have a read on a lot of this stuff, and that's the fun of it. Let's talk about this match between Cody Rhodes. Guys in the chat, let us know what you think about this one. Cody Rhodes defending his WWE Championship against Kevin Owens' Winged Eagle WWE Championship in a ladder match. This has been interesting. At first, I didn't like the KO involvement. I wanted a better reason. I wanted, a little bit more from this whole thing, but it's really come together brilliantly. It really has. The use of the pile driver. We're seeing some of our friends doing some extra work, really heavily involved. It's been so fun. This being a ladder match makes so much sense. I usually don't like I actually hate the two title thing. That's one of like my in the indies or on pro wrestling on TV. Like that's one of my least favorite things, but it works here just because of Kevin Owens' arrogance. And like he's always been sarcastic, even as a good guy. So it does work. I think this is going to be really fun. And Kelvin, I'll throw it to you first, man, because the mannerisms of Cody, man, looking exhausted, looking kind of. And he's playing up what he's been going through, man, but he's got a lot on his plate right now, and that's been very fascinating as well. Kevin, what do you think about this match, bro?
It's the gravity of being the champion. Is it starting to weigh on Cody Rhodes? The answer to that is absolutely. He's starting to feel it. Now, he has another angle that he has to look forward to, which is why I think he's going to win this match, because I think they kind of dipped their toe in the water and previewed what would happen if we get a CM Punk Cody Rhodes Mania match. And I think that says, give me the money. We'll make it happen, because I absolutely kind of want that to happen. They did some things to end Raw, and I was like, I wouldn't mind that. I wanted you to go another direction, but I kind of like this one, so I'm willing to give it a chance. But for this match, they kind of do this real champion thing, right? I get where they're going, the callback, which is the real champion. KO's played his part really well throughout this saga, and I think he's still going to have something to be involved with. I like how they've interconnected all these stories, but KO's still going to be involved somehow, some way. Maybe we get a Sami Zayn interference. It doesn't really work out. That will lead with trouble with KO and Sami. That takes Sami away from the bloodline a little bit. I don't want that to happen, because we've done this before. We've done this dance before.
I could do that dance forever, my friend.
Exactly.
Forever.
But I think it's gonna happen. So I think for some reason, Sami's gonna cost KO this match. We get Cody winning this match, and then we just wait to see what happens in the Rumble, because I have no idea what's gonna happen in the Rumble. I can make a prediction, but there's like a negative 10% chance I'll be right. So, but for this match, give me Cody.
Yeah, and in the chat, and great stuff, Calvin. Jeffrey T. Fountain in the chat going, I have Cody too obvious, and then Gina Cody Rhodes as well. Let's throw it to the Andy Smart. You're either with us or you're against us. What do you got?
Thank you for nailing that line for the first time about 8 years.
Finally got it right. I practiced it in my head.
Yes.
I've ever heard
this
that
is all,
line, and it's wonderful.
Yes.
This has all been done. And does it say over the last couple of years, what Cody Rhodes has been able to do for himself, for this title, for the wrestling industry as a whole is, I don't know, it's unprecedented. Great for him. But the story continues. and you die a hero, or you live to see yourself become the villain. And it's coming. I don't think it's coming Saturday night, but it's coming, and we're going to see if Sami Zayn is going to be involved in this match at all. Somebody else is going to be involved, and Sami won't be. They won't be affecting the match. They'll be affecting each other. Either way, this is going to take a lot out of Cody. This is going to take a lot out of Cody, and he's going to show it. He's going to show it during the match. He's going to show it after, and he's going to show it on TV on the coming weeks. Cody can give us a great match. We know that Kevin Owens always gives great matches. He's done some of the best ladder matches I've ever seen in my life. He likes it. He doesn't care about getting injured apparently on a lot of these, because the way he will throw his body around for these over the years. And I know we were giving our well-due props to DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns. This has potential to be the match of the night. Normally, we haven't said that about championship matches for a very long time, but that could be this year. And we see a little more Homelander creep into Cody Steve Rogers, and yes, it's just gonna start picking up speed. It starts snowballing Saturday night.
Wonderfully said. And I saw Kelvin when you said see yourself become the villain. Kelvin was kind of, yup, I've been telling y'all. Kelvin's been telling us for a while, man. And I think you're onto something, Matt. And a great point too. Also, not just about the match going to be great, who's going to win. You know, I think we all think it's Cody, but really the aftermath of that match and in the weeks on TV, like to see that toll that it takes on him, man, and one step closer to becoming.
Cody's going to have to do some very un-Cody, unchampiony things to get through this match, I think.
Ooh, very well said. Very well said. Amanda, what do you got for us on this one?
Man, this is why I love being on here, because everybody here brings so much to the table. Oh my gosh. I am with Kelvin. I'm with Matt. Like, they both just nailed it. I feel like the Cody heel turn, we're seeing it more. I mean, look at KO. Like KO, I give him props because he really has elevated Cody in this feud. Just his KO's promos have been insane. Like Master Troll, like the t-shirts, like wearing Naomi's merch to fight Jimmy. That was amazing. And then the Cody, the dusty shirt, like mock, like he's a master trolling, and I'm like he's living his best life doing this. And I feel like this is some of KO's best WWE work that's happened, because you're seeing him fight with new energy, new intensity. Just the promos are so much more passionate. And what KO is saying is not wrong, y'all. I find myself cheering for KO because I'm like, you are bringing up great points about Cody. Like, you're bringing up the whole point of, hey, you went to go side with the guy that cost everybody. You know, he cost me my opportunity. He caused you misery. He like had this reign of terror going the whole time as the original tribal chief. And yet you're here helping him out. Like, what's going on? And you're even hearing Cody say things about his idea of friendship. You know, and you saw it with CM Punk too. Like, just you're seeing those seeds being planted. And I even feel like his look has changed too, in terms of just, you know, the hair color starting to change. Like, there's these very subtle changes in Cody's appearance. Like, to Matt's point, I don't think it's going to be a full blown, you know, right off the bat, you know, this weekend, but we're going to see it. And this is the start of Homelander. I think Homelander Cody's going to show up at WrestleMania, and we're all waiting for it. Because KO's not wrong, y'all, with what he's saying. And that's why people are cheering KO, because he's not wrong. He's just calling out things as he sees it. Yes, there are things that he's going to say that are to remind you that you should be booing KO. But overall, though, if you really listen to his promos, not wrong. And I feel like this match is going to be crazy, intense. I think this is going to be one of the best matches of both of their careers. At this point, this has so much potential to be that way, especially for Cody. I think this is going to be probably the best match of his reign. as champion.
Mm.
I think Cody's still going to win, but I think this is going to be the one that people are going to be talking about for a while. And I agree with you, Calvin. I don't think we're going to see the last of KO in this. I think he'll be pulled away by, and again, we won't dip too much into the Rumble here, but by somebody else who I think is going to be returning. But I think KO is still going to be involved in some way, shape, or form, causing trouble, even though I think the focus is going to shift to what we all have been saying here with the CM Punk promo. The focus is shifting, but I don't think this is the last that we're going to see of KO. I think you're going to have, Cody starting to amass enemies at this point, and it's all going to come back to bite him, and he's not going to care because he'll be Homelander by then.
Real quick.
Yes.
Before you pass this on. So, good points. I look at Cody's turn. It didn't start with KO. No. If you really pay attention, there was one interaction, brief, but since then, Cody has not been the same person. And it was with Gunther. Gunther told Cody the truth. And when he said what he said, you've seen Cody react a certain way. And he's tried not to act this way since then. Gunther told Cody, you're a friend to everyone. And a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. And Cody reacted to that a certain way. And since then, it's been a slow burn. It's coming.
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff by all you guys. Yeah, I echo what Amanda said. We're killing it here tonight. Bill, what do you got for us on this one, man? KO.
Adrenaline in my soul. No way Cody is dropping the gold. No, he's never he thought losing this one. Come on.
I'm here for it. This is a good one.
This one, oh my god, if they're not running coast to coast blade jobs on this one, what the fuck are we doing here? It is, I'm sorry, I had to say, you gotta swear when it comes to blood, but this Amanda, I wasn't gonna go match of their careers. I was gonna say early match of the year contender, but you know what? I like you going for it. And I'll go for that too. I'll say for Cody, especially in his WWE run.
Yes.
This has the potential to be his best match ever. And then even talking before he left. It'll be his best WWE match ever. I still look at the Dustin match from Double or Nothing as my favorite.
True.
But I think this could change it. But what I think people forget is Cody's great in ladders. He's a great ladder match wrestler, and Kevin Owens is a great ladder match wrestler. This is going to be, as his dad once said, violence for the sake of violence, and I'm here for it. Guys, I can't believe we're all going to say if the one winner of this match is a dude from Chicago, I can't believe you're saying Cody Rhodes is going to be the heel, because I'm going to be cheering for him. Because if you're talking about anyone who's a duplicitous son of a bitch, it is not Cody Rhodes. But I do get if it's someone else who, his name rhymes with, then I could see him being the heel there. So I know they're trying to do the Gollum thing with him. They did the whole, he was talking weird and his face was all janky and stuff of that promo with Punk, but he wasn't the heel to me. Everything he said, I'm like, yeah, Phil, you're not cool anymore. This is you being jealous. You're not anybody's friend. He's the guy who says he's everybody's friend. What is this? And it's just like, he's everybody. Phil thinks, he thinks he's everyone's friend. He's the one who's the friend to nobody, in my opinion. I see what KO is saying though, but it's going to be tough for me to see Cody as the heel if it's Punk, because it's just like everyone's reactions to Punk have been, you're a piece of trash. You sold us out. Yeah. You're the worst. And let's cheer the guy. You know what I mean? So it's going to be tough for me. And I think it's going to be a tougher sell as a straight face versus face match. But regardless of the outcome, as Rob would say, we're winners, the fans, because this match is going to be 100%, 100 miles per hour, just nonstop violence and chaos. And just two dudes who are both insane, who do not care about their bodies, just throwing it all to the wind, and it is going to be phenomenal. I think this is going to be the best WWE match I personally have seen in that wasn't an NXT Black and Gold match.
Wow. Love it. Yeah, high standards for this one for
that.
sure. Real quick, let's go. I wanted to wait, Tyler, on this one. Cody wins. Randy.
Bill's favorite wrestler of all time.
Randy. Come on.
Randall Keith.
That's it. All right. I think it's time to talk about the Royal Rumble match for the men. Let's get our yeet or no yeet signs, or yeah or no. Guys in the chat, let us know what you think. For our audio listeners, I'll make sure to tell you guys what we got. Reese checking in. Hey, everyone, just got home from work. Want to make sure I caught the show. Thank you, Reese. Just in time. We got our yeet or no yeet for our surprises. So let us know what you think, Reese. You always bring some great stuff to the table. And we got some no way, Jose. We got a conga line going via Zoom. So I love it. All right, guys.
We lived through a pandemic. How many things do we do via Zoom? Clean people in the chat.
Might say we're socially distanced, Bill.
But we weren't socially distanced. I think my internet's breaking up. Sorry.
So we will do our surprises real quick. If you guys have something to add, we'll get that in real quick. Just jump in the chat, yeet or no yeet. If you think these people will be a surprise, we're gonna start. Well, like we like to do here, a little juking. Do we get the return of Kelvin's interviewee? We'll start with Jeff Hardy. Yes, from Bill. I'm gonna go yeet. Matt, is it unanimous? What do you think? Hell no, because we're not at Matt's house. That's why. That's why we don't have the magic of Matt's house. That's why. All right.
Oh, guys, can we just hold on? Can we just all just do it for it's a BCP tradition.
I'm in. Let's go. Let's do it. We need. All right, Kelvin. Let's go. Yeah, man. Let's go.
Nobody has to be beating up a family member in order for me to start doing this. Instead of going to help them, I got a good.
Wow. I understood that reference. Wow. So mostly yeets for the return of Jeff Hardy. So my thought is, how do you top that pop? You don't. There's no way you top that pop from when they came back. So this is kind of cool. The individual returns, I think, in Royal Rumble.
I don't think we see it.
Yeah.
So you just don't think we see it, and that's a fair point.
They're coming out together. They're not going to do them one at a time.
No, so the interesting thing is the music rights, because when they went to AEW, the music rights for the Hardys, it's not WWE created. It was like some generic thing that they found. Yeah. It's the same dude who did the Hardcore Holly theme song. Like that, you would hear it on ESPN. Yeah, or I think I even heard it on Applebee's commercial one time. And so it's just, the AEW bought the rights for that. I don't know how long that lasts for, but did they have it in TNA? Like, do they have?
Yeah, they're using it in TNA.
Yeah.
And everything I said just
yeah, they have.
Go out a window.
So yeah,
but I think they have to. I think you do broken Matt Hardy. So what you do is you do the and it's delete, and everyone's like, oh shit, and then later on, when's Jeff? Then all of a sudden
the anticipation builds for when.
Well, and so he's there for 5 seconds.
Which begs the question, and we know the partnership obviously between NXT and TNA, which is really, really cool. But this begs the question: who comes out first? So you do that. I'm gonna real quick. I'd say Jeff, maybe just because we're all juking, but I'm gonna say yeet for Matt. I don't know if you guys are saying yeet for Matt Hardy as well.
Yes.
But them coming back separately, I kind of like it. Matt's gonna stick with no yeet on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with.
I respect it.
Matt,
I respect
Matt, I got your invite to your party. If that happens, I'm gonna kiss your bald head.
Yeah, about that.
And Rob's gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah, yes, exactly. All right, let's go to this one, guys. And in the chat, lots of yeets to the Hardys. Yes. Jeffrey saying no yeet. He's going with Matt. No yeet for either Hardy. Very interesting.
Interesting.
Do you guys? And I really want to know you guys' serious opinion on this. Is it time for Matt Cardona to return to the WWE? Do we have Matt Cardona? Is it time?
I can't even answer it.
I'm gonna go yeet. It's time. It's time. Join the misses on SmackDown. No yeet from Calvin.
I think it's time.
No way.
I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my heart instead of my head here.
How many
Yeah,
signs
I-
did you make?
Never underestimate the amount of signs that man makes.
Oh man.
I'm convinced he's signed to AEW.
So in an interview, he just and again doesn't mean it with Ariel. He just said he didn't get a contract from anybody at this point in time. That was last week. But who knows?
He was also
All right.
building. He was also building that show for like. So I looked at that as like he's got the GCW show to promote, and so he wants to like build the aura. He doesn't like because that's going to distract from GCW. It's just like, oh, I signed to AEW. Well, now it sounds like by him saying he's not, it sounds like he's still the outlaw, right? He's still like the outlaw promotion that is GCW. We're anti-corporate, all this other stuff, which is I totally am behind that. So there's something in the back of my head that's like, because I could have sworn I read an interview. It was like, oh yeah, I signed with AEW, or I have a contract with AEW. That's why I'm working with Ring of Honor. Like I feel like it's something in my head. I'm probably wrong.
So in the Ariel,
it's just right here.
In the Ariel Helwani interview, and again, this is what Cardona said. He said that I guess Meltzer had reported that he had signed with AEW, and he said, "He goes, sorry, you're wrong." He goes, "I didn't." Again, who knows if that's true or not?
Andrew Garfield also said he wasn't in Spider-Man: No Way Home. So
yes, exactly.
Sometimes people's pants are on fire,
and I don't want I don't want to know. But I will say this, man. He really does, in my mind, deserve to be in a major company at this point in time.
Yes.
He has left, not that he's left yet. I'm actually writing a little something about it. I'm hoping to have it up by the Rumble, but like he's left the indies better than he found it. You know what I mean? He's really like I know he plays the bad guy and all that stuff, man, but with the stuff with the musical, he worked with Vicky very closely. He had the swagger dagger. It was the stunner he would do on her every show. He checked on her every show. He has done so much for so many opponents. Some of the bigger names on the indies, Santana Jackson, Megan Bain, the list goes on and on. But even this last show at Hammerstein, he came out, he had the band play him out live. He really knows how to take something and make it as big as possible with whatever platform he's given. I always think about what Matt says, where is he most valuable? Between the ears, he knows how to market. I think he'd be so valuable in so many ways to any companies, whether it be AEW or WWE. And he also said in the interview, he goes, I barely see my wife. I want to be with my wife. And I think that's a very important factor going into this. I think it's time. I think he would get a huge pop. That was kind of his selling point as well. But then it's like, what do you do once you're there? That's a whole different conversation.
Right,
Do we have the return of Zack Ryder? Do we have Matt Cardona, which he's built up so much on the independents?
But he said he doesn't want to be Zack Ryder.
Yes. Zack Ryder is dead.
He'd be here as Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Yes, and I feel he deserves that.
Can they bring back the theme though?
What's that?
You have
Can they
to.
bring back the theme, though?
They're both good themes, honestly. They're both good. In the chat,
I think it's just going to be a test run. I'm sorry. I think it's just going to be a test run. I don't think he's signed to WWE, but I think it's kind of sometimes they bring in the one-offs. I think this is a crowd. I think it's going to be him coming out as Matt Cardona to see how the crowd's going to take it. And then maybe they decide.
Oh, man. I hope that him. I mean, I could see that, Amanda, but I hate it too because I just that sucks if they don't pop because that's my other thing is just like again that's like the Machine Guns match I was talking about. Like we're gonna react to 18,000 as the 25, 30,000 people. Are they gonna react to Matt?
I think they'll pop. I'm confident.
I hope so. I want them to. Like I want everyone to get a pop.
Yeah.
But like we always say, what comes next?
In 2025.
Yeah. 2 reasons why I think these people he's gonna get a pop. No, within the company, certain people thought that nobody's going to pop for AJ Styles.
True.
And they're going to pop for him. And how many times did somebody come out of NXT, which was if you had the network and you watched on Wednesday nights, you knew who those people were, but the arena popped for them on their first ever showing on Raw or SmackDown. So
there's
going to be a lot of people that are only going there to go for the big media show frenzy that is WWE, especially the big events. But a lot of those people that are going to shell out a lot of money to sit in those stands for that show,
they know Matt.
They're super fans. They watch a lot of stuff. They know what's what's out there and what's not.
Yeah.
Fair point. We'll find out in the chat real quick. We got a hell yes for Matt Cardona. Tyler checking in saying no yeet for Matt Cardona. And Reese checking in saying woo, 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 yeet for Matt Cardona. I would love this. I feel he deserves it. He really deserves the big opportunity. This one, man, it's got to happen. Do you guys believe? Because I believe in Joe Hendry showing up.
This
in the
has
Rumble.
been like the worst kept secret.
Oh no! Wait.
Jordan Grace talked about, like, in an interview promoting a TNA pay-per-view, by the way, saying like, I can't wait for Joe Hendry's Royal Rumble entrance. It's like come on. It's like made for
It's gimme.
Yes.
Joe Henry in the chat. I think it's got to happen for so many reasons. The way WWE attached themselves to him so early on, at the almost height of his popularity, instantly. And then you got the top NXT YouTube video, one of the top WWE social media videos of all time. In the chat, we're getting I believe. I mean, it speaks for itself. And then him talking on Busted Open saying, who does he want to defend against? John Cena, the man who got him into wrestling, the man he had an 8-minute phone call with that inspired him. I think I don't know if that match is going to happen. I hope it does. I really do. But I think that moment in the Royal Rumble with him and his not mentor, but him and his idol hero, I think you get that.
Yes.
I think you get that.
That would be great.
I was there. I was at Genesis when he won the title.
Yes.
And that place went bananas. It was crazy. So I know if he shows up, the reaction's gonna be there because people aren't oblivious
the
to
song coming on. It writes itself.
I told Rob this past summer at camp, my kid came home singing the Joe Hendry theme song. All the other kids are singing it on the bus. None of them knew that he was a wrestler. He was that memeable.
Yeah.
And the last person my kid started talking about that was a wrestler that my kid had no idea was a wrestler was John Cena.
Yeah, same.
So
and you can't even see him.
Wow.
But we getting late.
I love how subtle
Threw that one out there. That's
awesome.
In the chat, I believe in Joe Hendry, but that's a great point, Matt. It transcends pro wrestling. I think you're gonna get that moment. And shameless promo. We got to talk to Joe Hendry. I was sick as a dog, but I powered through that interview. Man, you don't say no to that. And I will say, we talked about that moment with the one. I didn't want to ask him how's it feel? How's it feel? But what was that moment like? And he kind of walked us through the 1, 2, 3, and he put his head on the mat. And when the guitar slide in the music, he raised the title and he talked about, some of the things that he had thought ahead of time, like how he would do it. He said he had to collect himself. He didn't want to be emotional. He didn't want to be a moment where his family was crying. He was crying. He wanted to be like that. He wanted to be like, hey, I'm the new sheriff. And it was really, really cool. So check out that interview with the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Joe Hendry, over on TNA Plus, BCP-Plus.com. Check out Kelvin's recent interview with the Hardys. A lot of fun. Let's keep going down the list. Is a lot of fun, guys. Here's an interesting one. JBL, he's been kind of popping up everywhere. JBL, little clothesline in there. I'm going to say, and I'm just fantasy booking, and I'm pretty much saying yes to everything. Me and Amanda say yeet. We got some. Are we getting a no way, Jose? No way, Jose.
Yeah.
I wish I had my.
For sure.
Yes.
Because I want to put an asterisk right here because I think there's a good chance that he shows up, but on commentary.
Yeah, on commentary.
Maybe not hitting
like
the ring,
that.
but on commentary.
I like that.
No JBL.
And obviously going to clothesline somebody.
Oh,
yeah. Well, that's what I thought. You're just going to come clothesline. You know what? I didn't have this on the list, but because of Bill, do we see the return of No Way Jose at the Royal Rumble?
Sadly.
I'm going to say no. Sorry.
I'll do it for him.
I would love to see No Way Jose.
I don't think people are going to remember him.
I would love it. No Way Jose came out with the come on.
And
just give me No Way Jose. He comes out and then he gets thrown right out.
Yes.
I wish there were two entranceways. So one side is No Way Jose, one side is Adam Rose. They come together and it's just brawl.
Neither of them make it into the ring.
No.
Use all the extras.
But you know what? You know who gets thrown into the big crowd? R-Truth, so he's never really truly eliminated.
True.
That's how you do.
What
that.
is he gonna do this year, man? Last year with the tag.
He's not even gonna be in it, but he'll be.
So he's gonna do something with Cena.
Oh!
I feel like.
Yeah, I was gonna say his boyhood hero, John Cena.
Real quick, no way for No Way Jose. We have he clotheslines Woods or Kofi probably for JBL. Vince the Voice, thank you for joining. We'll get to your comment in a minute. That's going to be about the winner. Vince did our little intro today, so thank you, Vince. Home Depot in Middletown, shout him out. This is an interesting one. I'm going to say yeet to the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler. You got No Way Jose. I'm going to say yeet. Oh, Matt's thinking. Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth. So it's split decision here. I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say a host of Busted Open as well.
I'll say
all
yes.
right.
I say yes.
All right. Let's go. This one's fascinating to me. I feel like you could bring him back in a non-Rumble capacity and it would be more impactful. Aleister Black. Wow. Aleister Black.
Contract still to March.
I don't
he's
know.
still on the AEW website. Yeah, he's not.
Unless it's really misleading, but
you know what? I'll go with you, man. I'm gonna power positivity. Don't give me the creaky board though.
I'm wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. That's me on everything. I got a yeet for Ziggler in the chat.
But I mean, they could be misleading too, like misdirecting. But
why would AEW do any favors for WWE?
This is true. Unless they got paid a shit ton of money.
That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Jeffrey T in the chat saying, "I'm here to show the world."
I could see him just being not wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Ziggler just being like,
I could see.
Reese, I wasn't going to put this on
if I use my new music.
Yes.
Oh,
true.
The hair metal eargasm that is Wanted Man. Yes.
Yes. I wish it was Wanted Man by Rat. That would be great.
Reese in the chat. I didn't have this on the list. I have an absolute possibility for a Rumble surprise. Do we see Ricky Starks in the Royal Rumble?
April.
Yeah.
Is it April? I'm going to say no, but that would be cool. That would be cool. Dude, when he came down at GCW, came down the escalator with the shopping bag, high five the fan going, that was awesome, man. And I'd love to see more of Ricky Starks wherever in any form.
Don't worry, you'll see him in NXT this spring. I'm sure.
No, they're good.
He's going to be that post WrestleMania bump.
Yeah.
You can put him in that group.
Yep.
I wish we got Aleister in his original entrance. Give me the original music. Give me that original music for sure for Aleister Black. Let's keep going. You guys are doing great. We're having a lot of fun with this. Bully Ray. He will be in town with the Busted Open crew and at WrestleCon. No.
He always crashes my Christmas parties. No thanks.
Yeah.
He already gave it away.
I think he
said he was in it.
He's teasing like he's gonna be there. I think a lot of the legends are going to be there. I think that's what it is. I'll say yeet though.
But
do you guys smell it?
You have so many people though that
yes.
have declared for the Rumble. It's very stacked. Like I think you're going to see less legends actually, and probably more NXT TNA.
You're right.
Amanda,
you're dead on because we have 14, maybe 13 announced, and
I think they're like 50. I think it's half that's announced.
It was
maybe.
I think
heavy
like 12
hitters
or 14
too.
are right
13,
now.
it's like close. It's close to half, like 14 at least.
Great point. Heavy hitters too. I never like it like when like the tag teams come in or someone who competed earlier in the night, like a KO or something like come in. I never like that. Just pet peeves for me. So please none of that, especially with the stacked Rumble like this. I will say this. Akira Tozawa, would love to see him in the Rumble. We spoke to him last year at the Rumble. He's saying no way for Jose. He's never been in the Rumble, and he said that was one of his dreams to be a part of the Royal Rumble. So I would love to see it. I'm going to start a hashtag or something. I'd love to see Akira.
WWE doesn't care about your dreams.
Fair enough. But I'd love to see Akira Tozawa.
I love him too.
Maybe he'll do a spot with R-Truth. You never know.
Or
maybe
Otis.
He'll get something. Yeah. Maybe he'll get something.
Otis, that would be great. How about Pat McAfee in Indianapolis? Come on,
I'm so torn on this.
One.
It just happens so frequently. But I'm still going to say just because of where they are.
You got to have one celebrity. You got to have one celebrity in, and it's going to be Pat McAfee.
I'm gonna do
is Bill Bodkin available? All right. No way, Jose.
Most fun of athletic men alive.
What's Reese saying here? Better not get the match McAfee. I know there's any, but no, they don't want McAfee in it. I think he's going to get a huge pop. I think
I could see him leaving the commentary desk like
right. Yeah, get caught right off the commentary.
But he did. That was the same exact thing he did last year, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, he did. He did.
So that's why I'm like, do you?
Maybe he gets clotheslined by JBL on the way in.
You know what?
Somebody gets heat by taking out McAfee on his way to the.
That's it. That's it.
Or someone intimidates him. I like this one better. Someone intimidates him for a spot before he even, because he's like backstage, just like, I got number 27, and like Jacob Fatu's like,
oh yeah,
that's exactly
what I was thinking as
soon as you said it.
Well, yeah, and that's what I want to see. Like someone takes his spot, and like McAfee's like, all right, like because he's doing that whole thing with like Kai Sennett and IK at Speed or whatever. These people, I'm old. I don't know what the fuck they are. And so it's just like he'll be doing a backstage skit with them. He's like, I'm this number, and Fatu's like, that's mine. And he's like, yep.
Yeah. What do you, Jacob Fatu? Jacob Fatu?
Oh,
he's gonna have a hell of a showing.
Jacob Fatu.
He's got the
I think a record gets broken with Jacob Fatu.
I'm gonna
really.
Yes. He's gonna break Kane's record and Diesel, and I'm gonna predict this one. We get my close personal friend, Dr. Omos, DMD, is going to show up because he just did the whole thing. It's just an inside joke with Amanda. He's just like, Omos is going to come back. He was in Japan. He did a whole run in Noah, got over, won some tag belts. WWE pushed that. He's going to come in. Big dude, the biggest guy in WWE. Jacob Fatu is going to throw him out. He's gonna do it with like they're gonna give him that Brock Lesnar spot where he's just taking everyone down.
He's getting. I was about to say he's gonna get that spot this year.
Yeah, I think.
Do we see Brock Lesnar? Do we see Brock Lesnar?
I thought about this one, but I'm gonna say
I'm gonna go no yeet.
Amanda's
Amanda's saying yes.
I don't know.
And Elvin's saying yes.
So I'm saying no because I think there's too much of him tied to the lawsuit.
Yeah,
that I think they want to stay away from that.
But also don't have enough.
But also
legends.
wrestling.
Yeah.
But do they need? But here's the thing: do they need it because they have enough superstars now?
But they brought in
Hogan.
Superstars. They brought in
Hogan. Exactly. That's a great point.
They got.
What's
is Hulk Hogan going to be in it?
What's the CM Punk tie-in though? Like, it's obviously with Heyman. Does that involve Brock in some capacity? Like, there's been some theories I've heard about the Rumble. I don't want to say or take credit for, but there's some interesting ones.
To get Fatu even more over, have him eliminate Brock Lesnar from the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, that
chuck him out. Chuck him out.
That's what I would love.
Could you imagine the face-off between those two?
And that's why I think alone it's worth, even though as much as I don't care for Brock Lesnar at this point, but if you're going to bring him in, which you are, because there's not going to be enough legends, there's not enough in that department of functioning legends. Like, you don't have Undertaker, you don't have Stone Cold. We won't even talk about Dwayne yet, but you don't have enough that are still actively wrestling that you bring in Brock, you have Jacob Fatu, instant pop, even more gold.
Yeah. Wow. I do like it. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Amanda, I hope you bring
I like that scenario.
You got to mention that one.
Yeah. Gunther was kind of always like the big guy and like always like a Final Four, and obviously he's not going to be that because he's the world champion. So that's interesting. What do you guys think about the NXT champion Obafemi? I think for sure shows up.
You know what?
We have
2 weeks ago. I am actually going with no.
Really?
2
Okay.
weeks ago, I would have said there's no way he's not going to be in it, and there's no way he's not going to be the guy who eliminates 6-7 people by himself. But with the way they're building Jacob Fatu, keep that champion clean, not getting thrown over the rope by Jacob Fatu to build him, and keep him where he is. I think if they're going to throw in people from NXT, somebody they're going to go, when your boy is bouncy, my kid's new favorite wrestler, Javon Evans, so he can just do a nice little bounce, get a pop in the crowd by flying through the air, floating through the air, really, just to get that moment, that little pop, and make people go, hey, who is this kid?
I'll eat that. I'll eat Javon Evans. I'm here for it. Give me, because you're not going to get that Kofi spot. You're not getting that Kofi spot where he hangs on to something or does something crazy.
No, I don't think. I think they're going to start moving away from that. They've done that a lot. It's every year, and
and he's missed a few.
He hasn't always worked out. So
and he's a heel.
I was saying Trick.
I was about to say Trick
because he's going
to pop a lot of people.
That'll pop a lot of people.
And Booker just needs to come up and hype it just on commentary, just for Trick's entrance. I did think about the broken jaw. He's been popping up more and more, though. I did think about that, though. That's a great point. But I think he's almost ready to go. Trick's got it just for the entrance alone, and Trick is a beast. I 100%. So Trick, I gotta go Trick all around. And just that entrance. Oh, I'm so here for it. So
they gotta have Mello. Mello's got to be in the ring, or the next guy.
Yes.
You have to come back for that.
Yeah.
What about Ethan Page, former NXT champion, all ego? No, I'm gonna go Yeet. I'm saying yes to everything, and now I know there's like 50 people in the Rumble.
I think there's too many people you got to get in there.
Yeah, you're right.
I think there's so many people.
If Obafemi's a possibility, then
you can't rule
Ethan
out.
Page,
you can't rule him out, but I would save him.
With that endorsement from The Rock, or that interaction with The Rock too, that was significant. The Rock. The Rock, what do you guys think?
In the Rumble? No.
In the
Rumble. Not here?
Dwayne ain't going over the top.
Yeah. No, he ain't.
I think you might have answered your own question on that one, Bill.
It's February, and I want to point out to everyone the UFL starting in March.
That doesn't mean he's not going to be at the Rumble. He's just
I forgot about that.
In the Rumble.
Yeah, I think he's going to be there. He ain't going to be in it, though.
He's not going to be in the Rumble. He's going to be...
Unless they do the thing, and I could see it happening, where everyone's cleared out. He comes out. There's one dude left who's like half dead. They toss him out. And Rock
He'll be number 30. He's the boss of the
ring would have to be cleared.
Number 31.
Okay. We're getting Rock.
He is. You know what? He is the chairman of the board.
He's the final boss.
Make his word. He makes his own rules.
This popped me. Ego, me, and my ego. I don't know why that popped me.
Ego. It's ego still.
Rock can go back under his rock. Don't care for. Oh wow. All right, Jeffrey, not a fan of
Jeff getting salty.
Getting salty. We're getting to the Rock as well. Man, I can make a case for the Rock winning the thing. He doesn't It's
he doesn't
crazy.
need to win it though. I mean, if he comes in and costs Roman, without even having to be in it, they don't need a title for the WrestleMania. Like, it doesn't have to be title involved. Like, that match still has to happen at WrestleMania, and this is the way to do it.
Yep.
You're right. You're absolutely. I can't disagree with that. I'm gonna say him number 30. I don't know if he's. Oh man, this is the fun of it. We're all over the place. Let's get into it real quick. Any more surprises? Who am I missing? Any more surprises before we get into
Booker T.
AJ Styles.
God, no.
AJ Styles. He has no boot on.
Oh, that's a good one.
AJ Styles. He was like number one on my. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll say no. I just because. What was it? A leg injury?
But he's out of the boot. He has nothing.
Out of the boot.
No cast, no anything.
He's not Canadian anymore.
He was at Bound for Glory, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was
back
Bound
the
for Glory. So I mean, and again, he doesn't have to be in there super long. You have Jacob Fatu again eliminating people left and right, and it's okay for him to eliminate AJ because it's Jacob. He's on a roll.
Good stuff. And would you guys think yes for Book? Yes for Book? No, I'll say no for Book. That would be cool.
Oh, for Book.
All right,
for
Booker.
I'm gonna say no this time.
All right, guys. I'll say no for Book. In the chat, let us know if we missed anyone. I think I had a pretty solid list, and thank you guys for doing that. I think that was a lot of fun. We'll talk about.
I hate myself for this, guys. I hate myself. Well, but he's not around. Is fucking Randy gonna show up? Is Randy showing up, guys?
I knew it. That's your guy, man. You gonna know what? I'm gonna go Yeet.
Randy.
Give me the old music. Let's do it. All right.
All right, so I guess we have to determine
Captain
the winners
Insano.
here.
The
Captain
comment.
Insano. I would be here for that.
Please.
The rights weren't owned by somebody else, man.
All right. So here's the deal. Let me read the men's competitors. I want to know who you guys think is going to win. I really have no read on this. I think I know who I want to win. But let's read the men's competitors. Totally not pulling this up. We have John Cena. You can make a strong case for John Cena. Roman Reigns, you can make a strong case for Roman. CM Punk, you could make a strong case for Punk, especially after that promo on Monday Night Raw. Seth freaking Rollins can make a strong case for him. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Jey Uso. I can make a strong case for him as well. Penta, Braun Breaker, Chad Gable, and the guy who's really going to win it, Rey Mysterio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 announced on the
13.
website.
Okay.
13 announced on the website. There may be more. All right.
There's not.
Dan in the chat, I want to be surprised by the winner, not some obvious option like Cena. So here's the thing, real quick before we get into it. There's so many fast tracks, right? That's the Royal Rumble. You are guaranteed that main event spot at WrestleMania. So for guys with the lighter schedules, like a Cena, who I think said was going to have 36 appearances, he's already done 2 this year. Would be perfect for a guy like The Rock coming in 30, winning. Hey, I'm set for Mania. Okay, bye. See you later. It'd be hard to tell a story there. We saw how things got kind of convoluted last year. Made it very interesting.
Wow.
Came together masterfully at the end. Got a little bumpy there, but came together. In my opinion, I thought very, very fun. And the whole Avengers Endgame thing. We can make a strong case for CM Punk now with everything going on with Cody Rhodes. Jey Uso, arguably one of the most popular. There's so many things that go on. I would love to see Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble and challenge Gunther and win that World Heavyweight Championship. I think Sami needs that championship. The underrated MVP of this long-term storytelling in WWE for years. Give me Sami to win this thing. Unfortunately, it's not my pick. That's my wish, my educated wish. I'll put it that way. Bill knows. Yeah. Bill knows the deal. So many ways you can go. So many fun interactions, guys. Let me know your winner and any showdowns or anything that you guys think might happen. Bill, what do you got for us? Let's start with you, bro.
I hate this pick, but it's CM Punk. It's gonna be Punk. He's gonna fulfill his prophecy of headlining a 2-night of a buy one get one pay-per-view that he thought he was so clever talking about. I guess he found the grass was greener. The jokes, guys. Come on, they're already there. But I think the story with Cody is extremely interesting. It's very intriguing. But they've also, what I think is interesting about this, they've built a fail-safe in case The Rock doesn't want to do it, which because I really feel like Mania is going to be The Rock and Roman, right? Punk and Cody, and I'm going to go Cena and Gunther.
Yes,
because Cena's insane, and he'll be like, "Sure, I'll fight Gunther," and it makes, given the Cena of it all, it makes sense. He can beat Gunther. Gunther beats him back, whatever. New champions, we'll figure that out after Mania. But if The Rock's like, "Hey, I got a movie, can't do it," then I would do Cena Cody. You could do Punk and Roman because that's already there. Punk and Roman got something going. Could easily reignite that. Then I say you do Drew and Gunther at Mania. You have ways you could play this, but ultimately I think it's Punk. He gets his WrestleMania main event. Who knew, taking your ball and going away for a long time, get you what you want. I wish I could do that in my career. It'd be amazing. I'd be like the editor of Entertainment Weekly. So it'd be great. But I digress. Sorry, I dream. But I think it's going to be Punk. I do think we get shenanigans. There's shenanigans that's going to happen with Roman and that favor. I think that is owed to Punk. Sowing division, and the Bloodline will continue to feud because I told Amanda this already. The Bloodline is WWE's Brokeback Mountain. They cannot quit this storyline. They just can't. Thank you, Matt. It has been the biggest box office thing for years, man. It's the biggest box office thing they've done since Austin McMahon, and look how long they did Austin McMahon and how long that went for years. There is still juice left to the squeeze here. You could easily bring back Solo, who kind of has fallen down the card. You can elevate Jacob, but having him with The Rock. You could bring in Tonga Loa's back. You have Lance Anoa'i. You have Hikuleo. All the family members, they're right there. and you could rehash that while having this other story of Punk and Cody, while having this other story of Cena taking on the unbeatable world champion. That's a 3-headed monster of a main event. That's pretty great for WWE. That's huge money right there. So that's why I'm going to go CM Punk, and now I'm going to go throw up.
I did not think you'd pick Punk, man, and you broke it down really, really well.
I have a lot of long car rides with no radio. This is what I do.
Real quick, Gina, always waving that Damian Priest flag. I respect it. You know, I have a feeling Damian Priest will come in at number 30 and win the thing. You love that Damian Priest. I respect it, Gina, and thank you for joining us. Amanda, I mean, who do you have to win this Royal Rumble, and why is it Roman Reigns?
You know, I wish it were my tribal chief. I gotta acknowledge my tribal chief. You know, but there's actually really only one person that I want to actually win the Rumble, and that is my Flamazing one, Brandon Weiss. If he just magically snuck in there and won it, I would be here for it. So I acknowledge my Flamingo King. So there you go. But it's not gonna be Roman, because I feel like The Rock is gonna bump him out somehow through, oops, my bad, I'm kind of coming in here trying to help. Or I think it's gonna be kind of, I don't know if it's going to be flat out malicious, but I think it's going to be planting the seeds, a little bit of manipulation there, because they have to make that story go and try to tell it with the limited appearances that The Rock and Roman are both going to have on the way to WrestleMania. So I definitely think we're getting that match again, unless The Rock does something. We're going to get that match. I would love to see if The Rock pulls out Fato and Roman. That would be epic. I would fear for my tribal chief's life, but it's Fato, man. I'm here like, oh my gosh. That would be cool, but I think we're gonna get it's The Rock and Roman for sure. So Roman's not gonna get it. I would actually really love to see somebody like Jay win it, or even Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has not won a Rumble, and seeing him go against Gunther, I don't think Seth Rollins has won, but he win? One
in the chat. Let me know if he won.
I don't think he did. So that'd be cool to see him win it and go up against Gunther, but that's not going to happen either. I'm going to go with Bill's answer, and that's CM Punk. As much as I hate that choice, because I'm like, there's so many stacked people here, and because they telegraphed it on Monday, I was like, I could have waited to do that if you really wanted to keep it a surprise. But it's CM Punk with the way that this narrative is going to build, and they're going to have it go. And of course, there's going to be a lot of moving pieces to it. But it's CM Punk, and I think Cena can punch his ticket to see Gunther, have a date with Gunther at an Elimination Chamber.
That's right.
Good.
Really good. Well, I know we're going to be tied in our predictions.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because I'm just like, because again, another way to bring eyes to Elimination Chamber. Use Cena in that capacity.
Seth won in 2019. Reese, great job on that, and Tyler again on the ball, same year as Becky. Yeah, it's hard to remember.
That's the year he wore his like the Bears.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it'd be nice to see Seth. I wouldn't be mad.
He didn't wear an elaborate set of curtains that year.
True. That's right. I mean, but I would love for Jay.
I have so many thoughts on all
when
of
he
this.
showed up with the Mega Man boots, I was like, all right, I don't know where this guy's going.
Yeah, just like a Venetian blind. What's going on?
They're actually not as uncomfortable as you think they would be. I have a pair of those. They're great.
Cool.
They're great.
That's all.
Yeah, but
but
I wish it would be Jay. I wish it would be Jay, or even Fato would be great, but it's not gonna happen. We're stuck with Punk.
That's a strong pick, though. Yeah. Matt, do you think CM Punk as well?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't see how it's anybody but CM Punk right now.
What?
Because it makes, if we're building for WrestleMania, then like everybody's saying, you can build, Cena's there, but you can use Cena to sell Elimination Chamber. And the idea of, we saw before he didn't pull it off, but the idea of having CM Punk not win the Rumble, but then win Elimination Chamber, I hate to put it this way, but it seems like, were this all real, it seems like his chances are better in the Rumble than they are in an Elimination Chamber.
And less likely to get hurt.
Yes.
Yes. That's a huge one. because the legends that they do have, you got one guy who is held together with spit and wire, no matter what he looks like. That's John Cena. And I'll just put it this way. I don't know from the other ways, but I know when you're in your 40s and you don't have any better living through chemistry by way of lifestyle, you don't hold together all that well when 300-pound guys are smacking you on your head. So
yeah,
you got to be, you got to do that a little gingerly. So it's Punk for the Rumble, and then probably Cena at Elimination Chamber. It's a different show, though.
Interesting, man. You guys, I do not have Punk as my pick. Kelvin, do you want to take us home and I'll go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
You go
because I think of WrestleMania. So we're on this road to WrestleMania already. And I think for WrestleMania, you need box office. You need an attraction. Nothing says attraction more than Rock and Roman this year. Yeah. Outside of that, you could do a Cena and insert name. That's your other attraction. I think you'll get a Cena big match on night one, closing out WrestleMania. It probably will be whoever is CM Punk and Cody, which I'm gonna say CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble.
What?
Because the story is there. The story is there.
Man. It's a story.
They've already done it, man. And calling in the favor, that's on the table. If CM Punk doesn't win the Rumble, then it's Elimination Chamber. He calls in the favor. The favor is going to come into play majorly. If not Saturday, then down the road. But that the match at Mania will be CM Punk versus Cody. But I do think that he's going to win this Rumble. Nobody else really makes sense on that front. If you say, okay, Roman wins it and get Roman Cody again, I don't think that has the same ring this year as it did the prior 2 years. No. The story this year would have to be head of the table because there's dissension within the bloodline. It's fractured. The one guy who can get it back together is trying, but he's going to have to face some opposition to bring the bloodline back together. It's the biggest story. That's the story that you have that's pretty much brought WWE back to prominence over these past 4 years. You have to end it and cap it nice. What they did with Roman getting the Ula Fala back, I don't think that was the end of the story. There's more. Yeah, there's more. And the fact that The Rock actually put the Ula Fala on him and they've already acknowledged him as the High Chief, it screams box office. There's going to have to be something that leads us into WrestleMania. I think that's going to be the one to bring everybody because people have been clamoring for it forever. Mm-hmm. So
we've done it here for years.
Yeah. You bring them to WrestleMania. That will bring everybody to Vegas. But what you really want to showcase is CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes.
And CM Punk and Cody really complement. Like I think they complement each other with their styles. Like I think
absolutely.
If like we saw Amanda and I talked to Social Distance, like you could see with Seth, Punk was a little slower. And listen, guys, 46. I'm not gonna bag on him for being a little slower. Hey, it happens to everyone. You know, we can't beat time. Cody Rhodes can fight to that style and make it a big fight feel. And I think they can match each other on the mic. And the build reminds me of McIntyre and Brock. Like it was like we kind of knew it was coming.
You feel it in the air. Yeah, it's in the air. But also, like Punk is bringing this out of him. It's happening.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
30 minutes.
Let's go.
Oh, God damn it, Kelvin. That was great.
It's amazing.
Now, is it the Vader saber or is it the one with the hilt, the Kylo Ren? What do we got over there?
No, it's the Kylo. It's the Kylo.
I just
Kylo,
like
okay, let's go.
And you're like,
Good stuff. Oh man.
man.
Calvin ready to go, man. So
Told you we had to bring it.
I do not have CM Punk, but Bill, you kind of covered something that was one of my points of contention. Real quick, go to the chat very, very quickly, and we'll get you guys out of here. Thank you for staying up late. Men's Roman wins. Punk gets in the match as the favor. Very interesting. Vince in the chat saying Jey Uso has the crowd momentum similar to LA Knight had. Yeah, for sure. My other pick was Roman. I think Cena's going to win. I agree with Amanda. The Rock will screw Roman over in the Rumble. Very interesting. So I'll say this, guys, with the CM Punk thing, I don't think CM Punk was going to win. I didn't think he was going to win until maybe this past Monday, and that's where everything kind of changed. But they do always do that leading up to the Rumble. Like they always have like people getting in the champion's phase, right? And I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one. So a lot of people have kind of been doing that. There is something there. There definitely is that chemistry. It was a great promo. It was a lot of fun. I wish I had a little bit more time, to be honest. And it's great to see the evolution of Cody Rhodes in his story arc that Kelvin and Matt brought up. But with CM Punk, like, and Bill, you kind of covered this already, but my thought process is, we talked about it on the last podcast, and again, no disrespect, but it felt as though Seth was wrestling down to Punk. Yes, we know he wants to be in the main event, but maybe you said it perfectly, Bill. Maybe Cody is the right opponent for that. I could see what you mean in terms of Cody's like old school style and pace and hitting the big moves kind of towards the end there. It's fascinating. There's so many moving parts. In picking a winner, I did not have Punk at all. I just thought this was, I don't even want to say misdirect. I just think it's going to happen at a different time. There's so many possibilities. They still might be trying to pick the winner right now. The thing with The Rock, the more we talk about it, The Rock is like one of those convenient characters in a movie. It's like, why are you so convenient? Like, why are you here? Like, why are you helping this person get to this place? Like when I watched Wonder Woman, the only good DC movie, when I watched Wonder Woman, and who was the dude? I forget. He ended up being the villain at the end. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. But I'm like, he is super convenient. Why is he always there at the right time and helping out? And I feel like The Rock kind of showing up like that and being like cool with Cody and then kind of doing his thing on NXT and then like really like, here's your rule of follow, Roman, like super convenient. Like, you know, what is it? The enemy of my enemy kind of thing with the whole Cody thing, right? So that kind of checks out. Yeah. So I think we go with Roman and Rock. I think we all agree on that. Doesn't need to be a title. Because I was thinking Rock wins the Rumble and he has the easy path to Mania, but that Rock and Roman match has not happened for what, 3 years now. This would be what, the fourth attempt at it. It's gotta be now. Yeah. So let's do it. And plus we can finally continue the story of the bloodline because nothing's really happening right in this moment. Also, Solo's probably going to be in the Rumble. I think there's going to be a nice little bloodline, new bloodline subplot going on in the Rumble at some point. We're going to have a lot of the bloodline members in the ring at the same time. That could be very interesting. Also, what I'm very excited for, moments, right? We talk about Joe Henry, John Cena. What about Seth and Roman, man? He's been talking so much garbage about Roman. There's going to be a moment there with Seth, and that you can't miss that. You have to have that moment with Seth kind of just getting in Roman's face, kind of having some words, and then they just start throwing hands. Like I think you're going to have some moment there. That's going to be a factor. I would love Sami Zayn to win. I think he deserves that World Heavyweight Championship, but I don't think this is the spot, man. Put him in the Final Four, though. For everything we talked about and for the reasons that Matt said, I'm not going to go CM Punk. I'm going to go with the other one that people are picking. I'm going to go with Cena because he talked about his record. He talked about, you know, he is going to try. What a better way than the Royal Rumble? I know it's very obvious and very on the nose, but it also, like Matt says, it kind of keeps him safe, right? Because he ain't going to go over the top rope if he wins, right? Also, the Elimination Chamber is very, very brutal. The Elimination Chamber is very, very brutal. A lot of people get injured on that structure. So I'm going to go with John Cena. I think I'm going to go with John Cena. And that's not how I started out the night. That's not where I was going to go. But I'm going with John Cena to win the Royal Rumble and have that clear path to take on what you guys said. I'm going to go Gunther to win that 17th championship. Why not do it? We're there, right? Because if he ain't going to do it, what's going to be? Randy is the second closest? Is it Randy?
Yeah, Randy's
Randy's the second
Randy's second closest.
Randy, yeah.
I'm getting booed in the chat. I'm used to that. Joke's on you. So that I'm gonna go John Cena on that. So you guys let me know in the chat who you have. I think
Cena
Punk's
was
a
my
solid
pick
pick
up until Raw.
Okay, so that's the thing. Raw is kind of what's like changing everyone's opinion. I think that match will be good, and I think it's there. I don't see that as being the WrestleMania main, Punk and Cody. I mean, I'm kind of starting to see it because of one episode of Raw, but that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. So thank you guys for staying up. Should be very, very interesting. Royal Rumble this Saturday. We'll do a thank you, Vince. I appreciate that, man. I will cry myself to sleep later. Guys, we'll get our shameless promo in real quick. Thank you all for staying up, joining us. And Cena, this is one with this comment real quick. Cena does have the advantage being invisible and all. Solid strategy. I love that. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Kelvin, tell them what you got going on. No Gimmicks Podcast, all that good stuff, bro.
Yes, sir. So we're back. No Gimmicks Podcast is we're on a normal schedule. Again, you catch us every Thursday on our YouTube. We have videos dropping. And we also have Thursdays and Saturdays. So we do a pre-show over at Metroplex Wrestling, a local promotion here over at Texas. Great promotion. They're actually a lot of fun to work with. So shout out to them. On the DFPN front, the Smoke Pit Podcast is back in action as well. Catch us every Monday, dropping new episodes over at our YouTube channel. So go follow them at Smoke Pit Podcast. Look them up, follow them. Follow us over at the DFPN on Facebook by searching up Dat Feelin Podcast or going to our website, thedfpn.com. New content drops pretty much every day. So please go to the website, check us out, follow us. Shout out to all the good stuff we got. Thank you guys for coming over to USDN, Amanda and Bill. That was a very fun show. And I want to take this opportunity to invite everyone on the panel to an AEW prediction show for No Gimmicks. I need to start coordinating with you guys. So Revolution is coming up. You're all invited.
Nice.
I'm in.
All right.
Love it. Thank you, Calvin. Appreciate you, brother. All right, Bill, what do you got going on over on the popbreak.com?
This year has been a kind of prolific writing year for me, which I'm really happy about. This week, check out the interviews I did. I have a 2-monthly interview series with High Tide Recordings, an international surf label based out of Freehold, New Jersey. I interviewed the premier / only surf rock band out of Poland, Igor Jeziak and the Surfers. They're friggin' amazing, and you should go check them out under Jeziak and the Surfers on Spotify. They got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out today. I dropped interview with Asbury Park band Surfing for Daisy. They have a huge upside, alt rock, alt folk trio type, not trio, alt folk music. Sorry, that's such like sticking in my mouth right now. They're great. Go check them out. And tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to be interviewing Gangsta Grass. They are the band. They are the group that did the Justified theme song. They are a hip hop and bluegrass outfit. They are from the Northeast, because of course, it makes no sense. One of their band members lives like 10 minutes from my house. Which I just found out. They're great. That's dropping tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming out on Pop Break written wise, but I am. I'll let Amanda and we do socially distance every single Thursday. We have a new episode out right now about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Next week, the NFC East group therapy session reunites and talk all things about the big game. And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff coming out. And then I am the Bill in the Bill versus the MCU podcast. We drop our new episode tomorrow, which is about Echo and Agatha all along. Also the TV Break podcast, which drops the first Monday of every month. Follow Pop Break on all forms of social media at the Pop Break, except for YouTube. We're at popbreak.com, all spelled out. If you're a big wrestling fan, we have an interview with Kurt Angle up there. We have a whole bunch of AEW videos up there as well. Every single one of these people have done something with a Pop Break podcast or have written for Pop Break, so go check it out. Oh yeah, and Amanda and I have a Royal Rumble predictions column,
yes,
which we have not seen. Blind predictions. We're going to be dropping that tomorrow. It's Amanda's like first full piece on Pop Break, which is so awesome. So excited for that. Kelvin will be debuting at some point this year. I know. I forgot to remind you about the wrestling stuff. Big Cat has been a long time fantastic writer for us. Interviewed the entire cast of Heels, which was awesome. And don't forget old Smiling Jack over there. He's got interviews with bands, wrestlers, Ghostbusters, It's done it all. Has one of the most well-read articles in the history of Pop Break as well. Go check all that out. So, Rob, let everyone else talk but me. Please.
Yes, I appreciate that. Matt, what do you got going on, man? You got a lot going on. I know you're a busy man.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still sporadically contributing to the Pop Break and to BCP Plus. Find me on TwitX at as you can see down there in the the name column there at Anti-Smart with 2 A's, where I purport to know a whole lot about professional wrestling, but mostly just post pictures of barbecue and make fun of 80s and 90s sports legends.
As you should for both.
Yes,
that's it.
And I have actually be very, very close, but not quite there to be able to give you live play-by-play of Grand Slam. However, my flight leaves a few hours early.
You're going to Australia?
Yes. I'm going to I'm going to New Zealand and then Brisbane. So
Say hello to the hobbits for me.
Yes.
I am going.
Yes.
That was a given. I said, she's like, oh, my wife said, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Is there anything? He says, we're going to the Shire.
Yes.
Shire.
And I'm not wearing any shoes.
Yes, I'm not wearing shoes. I'm going to have a spot of tea at the Shire.
Yes.
God bless you so hard.
I would shed legit
looking out
tears.
over the green meadows.
Oh,
Yes.
I would cry as well.
Yes, let us know if there's tears, Matt. That is amazing. I love that.
Document that. And I just want one eye.
Yes.
Tear coming down.
Yes.
Joke's on you. And Danny Smart, don't cry. All right. Let's go to Amanda. What do you got?
Well, as long as you have potatoes, that's the other thing too.
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Yes. That's so awesome. That's so cool. I'm so jealous. Take me with you. Yes. So as Bill mentioned, I am the co-host of Socially Distanced. Bill covered all the very important things. So I'm thankful for that because he's the master of the outro. Of course, I'm also the co-host of Anime Pop on the Pop Break with our mutual co-host Ed Friend and my anime brother Josh Sarnecki, and we cover all kinds of different anime that are happening monthly. In fact, our latest episode is on Solo Leveling Season 2, which is outstanding if you haven't seen it, and Sakamoto Days, which I adore, especially the theme song. So both great anime. We had a great discussion with our friends over at Blurred Watchers, Marshall and Courtney Stevenson. Got to put them over. They're fantastic. If you haven't checked them out, please do. And then, of course, next month we'll be covering, since it's Valentine's Day, we're going to be covering Season 2 of both My Happy Marriage and The Apothecary Diaries. But lots on the anime front going on this year. And we're super excited. It's going to be a fantastic year. Again, lots happening on the socially distant side too. It's going to be great. I'm here for it. I'm actually writing, y'all. It's kind of crazy. Me writing. Bill got me to do it, and I did it. So
2025 goal.
Super excited for that. Of course, you can follow me at Amandalorian on Instagram and Threads, at Rezzers Chick on Blue Sky, and of course, follow my significant other because I got to put him over. It's my favorite bird. The full amazing one, who's going to be in a rumble of his own here for River City Wrestling in a couple of weeks. And so hopefully take it all the way. Let's go. But he is at Havoc1775 on X and at Brandon Vice Wrestling on all other socials. And then, of course, I had to put over my cousin too, Key Vibes, who was saving lives over here on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm Saturday night. Sorry, Saturday night main event. So she was out there saving lives. But give her a follow, Key Vibes. And she's also declared for the Rumble as well for RCW. So but check them out. And Rob, thank you for having me. Thank you. It's an honor to be here with like the greatest. I love these guys. Y'all are my wrestling fam. I love you guys. Thank you for having me.
If it wasn't for BCP, Amanda would not be my co-host. So on
True.
Socially Distance and my big sis. So I mean, like, it all comes full circle, brother.
Absolutely.
All the love, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm going to very rudely end this love fest because when I play the sponsors, as you know, it will mute all of your microphones and we won't be able to talk anymore. I won't be able to say goodbye. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for staying up. Safe travels, Matt. Safe travels to everyone traveling. We'll see you guys next time. Like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out.
Stay vicious.
Peace.
The
BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin, only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back our sponsors, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank Leone, O'Neil Andros, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE-recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Conor McCallum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over $150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. And don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly, where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page every week. Please welcome in our new pod and daily site sponsor, Twisted Shamrock Studios and Spa, located in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Twisted Shamrock is a retro spa experience for the average Joe and Jane. Meet the next evolution of recovery and relaxation. Right now, you can try their introductory offer, where you can try a core service to include massage, skincare, facial, stretch therapy, body slimming, toning, personal training, and spray tanning for 30 minutes for just $30. This is perfect for our wrestling pals as well. Book today. Call 484-574-8868 or visit www.twistedshamrockstudiospa.com. Guys, please welcome back our returning podcast sponsor, USDN. USDN podcast is run by USDN chairman and the Council of Nerds. We bring you all the latest news and rumors from the world of nerds and consolidate it right here at the U.S. Department of Nerds. USDN is for the people, by the people, and of the people. Follow them at facebook.com/US Department of Nerds. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for 2025, the Ropes and Riffs podcast, featuring Maestro John Kiernan speaking with the stars of professional wrestling about their in-ring, tunage, gear, and so much more. Check out John's interviews with the likes of Lince Dorado, Mercedes Martinez, and so much more. Find the Ropes and Riffs podcast on all major podcast platforms. Guys, Warriors of Wrestling is back Saturday, February 8th at Fun Station in Staten Island, New York, with a tables match between Disco Dane and Jason Boyd. Check out your Warriors Women's Champion Vicious Vicky, Darius Carter, TJ Marconi, and the new Warriors champ Roger Mendez. Get your tickets now and follow Warriors of Wrestling on YouTube. Please welcome back our returning sponsor for 2025, Bree Combination Wrestling, featuring Darius Carter, Anthony Gangone, Vicious Vicky, Stunning Law, Jay Bougie, and many more. Follow Bree Combination Wrestling on all socials and get all those great.
Hey, Matt.
Here. We're still here? Okay.
We're still here. This is like the after show. So I was like,
I was going to say, this is like the end of Ferris Bueller. It's like, are you guys still here? The podcast is over. Go home.
Yeah. Because so it's no problem, man. Because Rob told me, he's like, "Oh yeah, you're invited to Matt's house." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then like I said that, and then Rob's like, "Oh yeah, about that." I'm like, "Oh, did I totally misread that situation?"
No. I'm totally. I was actually. I thought it was going to end up with like 20 people here at one point, and like,
yeah,
and I was down for it, and then I realized, oh, that's right, the Royal Rumble isn't on the 30 is on the 31st. It's Friday. Oh fuck! I'm gonna be at JFK when this starts happening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. Well, we'll do it for another time, dude.
There you go.
I think we're still on live, so we should get off.
Yeah, we should do that. Holy crap, we're live.
Oh, all right. Bye.
Sorry, Rob.